Hello and welcome to Blackout Gaming TV. Today we got Highlander Open quarterfinals. Sick Marmalade Grandpa, or SMG as we're going to be calling them, versus Prefix. And this thing doesn't work. Good. Yeah, with me is Jake. How are you doing, man?
As usual. I mean, there's nothing else to say about that. It's just, John asked me, hey, you want to cast some Highlander Open? I said, yeah, and there you go. There we are, and we're casting the quarter final, I guess, between two teams. You know, we're getting to the stage where the teams are actually close together in terms of skill, and they can show some really good Highlander plays. Of course, all of those teams basically are made of newbie players that just started a Highlander adventure with the tournament, and there's only one rule to that. You can have one buddy who can be, you know, over-leveled, but he can only play as a medic, and that's who Pipsqueak is playing, who is a established scout.
Already very early bombs coming in here from the blue team. That is Sick Marmalade Grandpa. Sniper Holly takes on Evil Witch. That's no sniper for the blue team at the moment. Sentry stays up. Bit of an unorthodox teleporter location, I've seen this a lot in pubs, so I guess it's kind of more normal, not too sure. Usually we see the teleport around the health pack, but so far the first bomb was not too successful. There's a spy here, though. We have to apologize that our outlines are missing, because there was an update and then everything breaks. So let's take a look here. We have the spy. He's at the side here. He's just looking for the right moment to strike here. And the Pyro, nice Pytex, did catch him off guard there, so he's not going to be able to do anything. But Enigma's here, the soldier with the Righteous Bison and the direct hit, did take out that sentry.
And Sentry's going back up, but they're trying to keep it protected, you know, body blocking it, the Prefix team. But looks like, yeah, their blue team is about to push in, they're popping in, but there's a Pyro in Doom who's just pushing everyone away. That's, you know, the best strategy you can possibly have. Just Uber the Pyro, just solo him, and just push everyone off the cliff, and it seems like it worked out with flow for them, but there's a Spy, 7.9-inch twing, whatever. He actually sapped the Sentry and helped his engineer take it down, so, yeah, this looks like it's a good offense, good aggression coming out of the SMG team, pushing card at the same time.
Oh, the bazooka bomb! Can he get the medic? Oh, he gets some nice rocket stuff, but didn't get too much done there. Did cost a retreat, though, but he's still alive. So they're going to go up the roof area. Let's see what the red team has on defense. Only a level 1. It's not even finished. And they're already pushing really hard through here. Some resistance from the red team.
That Beggar's Bazooka doing a lot of work, killing 2 people off, and one of them was a soldier, the second one was a scout, and the medic goes down anyways, thanks to the Asian guy and the demo man from the blue team SMG. Looks like, yeah, SMG's in the control of the rooftop area here, and they're gonna push the cart quite soon, you know, as long as they put anyone on the cart. Looks like Prefix is in a lot of trouble right off the bat, pushing on the 3rd point.
Yeah, this is, they're starting to get some nice momentum here. SMG is looking pretty strong. They have that full Uber as well, so they could push forward with this. And also Banjo gets taken out, and that is a scout, so no more flanky business for him going on. But nice headshot from Holly, taking on the heavy for Pipsqueak's team. Oh, Pipsqueak takes a body shot, barely survives that. And we see Holly here in a very good spot. He's probably going to take out this mini sentry. No, he gets the engineer first, whose name is Rocket Launcher.
Yeah, it looks like... Yeah, someone dropped from Prefix team and now reconnected, so I guess the Prefix will be able to stabilize a little bit. Pepsi still has the advantage as Mark dies to Beggar's Bazooka once again. There goes the immediate pop on the demo. Only 2 people pushing in, but that's all they need. All they need is this demo man power to take down the Sentry and the enemy team. Sentry is still up and running, level 2 though, and it's holding the 3rd point on its own. Looks like the engineer Icy Feather is trying to save his team the 3rd point, but looks like it's not gonna happen as majority of Prefix is just backed out to the last point. Heavy goes down in the exchange as well for SMG.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to rescue Ranger the sentry out of there, so they didn't really get the Iron Fist hole that some teams like to get on this 3rd point, but I think a fact that was in the matter for that is the engineer was trying to set up on the roof and kind of lost everything really quickly, so there just simply wasn't enough time for him to do that. And then we got this emoticon on Demo Man for SMG, laying out some nice pipes, just being in the front. It's really connected all
you know,
much.
just usual Demoman work. I mean, Pipsqueak is playing medic for them, so he obviously knows what's going on. He has played a few seasons of Highlander before.
I'm liking this Beggar's Bazooka play from Enigma's here. He took down the sniper, which is a nice pick, you know. Evil Witch is still alive, rocking that Razorback. So let's see, Uber coming in. Let's see, Uber
kind
exchange.
Kind of a force as well. Yeah, kind of a force out of the demo man for the red team dropped, as far as I know. forcing out that Uber out from SMG is definitely going to help them out, holding the last point, as Icy Feather will be able to set up a proper defense, as he's currently missing in action where his whereabouts are. But yeah, it looks like SMG is trying to push on the card right now, trying to establish some kind of defense and offense at the same time.
Also, for a little while, we saw like some. It's pretty common for teams that don't have all that much competitive experiences, that they're usually a lot more passive. They like to play it a lot more safe. That's like kind of like a very common thing for newer teams to do. So there actually was nobody around the cart, and they just kind of looked around and looked at it before they decided to push in here. But regardless, Pipsqueak has that Uber pretty soon, 90%. Let's see, where's the spot? It looks like we have a pause.
Yeah, there is a pause, I suppose. You know, it's 90 minutes in the future, so we don't know what's going on, but looks like this situation is going to be resolved quite quickly. And yeah, Pipsqueak is closing up. Mark is moving really slow. I don't know what's the deal here.
Anyway, I think this is a great time to go over the rosters while we have a little break here. So for Sick Marmalade Grandpa, we got Jakeowaty on Scout, we got Pipsqueak on Medic, we got that emoticon on Demo Man, we got Rainy on Heavy, we got 7.9-inch Turtle on Spy, Enigmas is the Soldier, Rocket Launcher is the NG, Disorder by the Border is Pyro, that's a great name, I love that. We got Evil Witch on Sniper, Red Team, we got Holly on the Sniper, Mark is the Medic, David212 is the Heavy, Royale with Cheese, excuse me, also known as a Big Mac or a Quarter Pounder, I think, depending on your Pulp Fiction references, is the Spy. Banjo is Scout, Drup is the Demo Man, Included Middle is the Soldier, Ink Zero is the Pyro, and Icy Feather is the NG. So that's the team roster right there. And fairly, like, I've only heard about Pipsqueak, but that's the thing, like, these are newer players that haven't really played all that much. So, played all that much Highlander, excuse me. Like, it seems like Enigmas has been playing Soldier a lot and doing a lot of the stuff. He's being very creative with his bomb so far. He's kind of like been the one player that kind of like stood out to me from what I've seen so far.
Yeah, but if we look like at the scoreboard, we see Jakeowaty, who is the scout for Sick Marmalade Grandpa, and he is just top scoring over his medic as well, with a huge 6 points, probably thanks to the card pushing, but, you know, it's always
that's an
quite surprising to see a scout.
Everybody says. I don't think it's just the card pushing. You don't get 22 points and your medic gets 16 on just pushing the cart. But yeah, he's been doing some work. I haven't really seen all that much.
On the other team, we see Holly, who is a sniper, and he's currently top scoring over his medic, so probably because how quick the whole situation was going, like, medics don't usually get that many points if just the card's being pushed in such a fast pace. You know, 3 points is under 4 minutes. Actually, it's a very good time for Badwater, and of course, it usually gets stalled on the last point. Depends on the defense. Looks like we have an unpause.
Yeah, there we go. So we will have TF2 on ice, and I'll try to refresh my HUD, see if we get the timers right. Attack coming in here with an Uber Demo Man here. He goes flying up. Spy's in position, though. Timing isn't 100% right, but eventually gets the sap, and the gun goes down, so that's a nice and well-spent Uber there. Got exactly what they wanted here. And the Soldier coming in here with the Beggar's Bazooka and cleans up Mark, getting the medic. And did they keep their own medic alive? That is the question. Nope, he went down as well, but shorter respawn time for attackers, so you take what you can get.
I just wanted to point out that Enigma's timing was really perfect, as the medic died with almost 100% Uber, didn't quite have it yet, so there's a nice advantage going on for Pipsqueak's team here, as they will be able to just kind of push in whenever they want.
Both soldiers are running the Beggar's Bazooka here. That's really interesting. You don't really see all that much. It's a very spammy weapon. So they're just shooting rockets at the pretty much the same time. Let's see if Enigmas is going to go for another bomb here. I mean, he's in the spots. Let's see, 1 rocket, 2 rocket. He's going to go on the 3rd. Yeah, there he goes. 1. Oh, didn't really get anything with that. I think the rocket's connected, but didn't all do all that much damage. The gun is now level 3 and back up, and they haven't really covered enough ground with the push they did earlier. So kind of like reverting back to the situation before.
Yeah, Enigmas tried to kind of stir up some situation. You know, destroy the enemy players, but looks like they kind of dispatched them quite quickly. And SMG's team is kind of backing out. They're holding quite defensively right now. They don't want to really overextend right now. And Spy is trying to set the sentry for the red team. Didn't quite work out yet.
SMG is a heavy that vanished during the pause. We just saw the heavy vanish, but he's going to be reconnected pretty soon. So they're down a heavy on attack, and that's a pretty big deal. Do understand why they had a pause there. See, Holly here lands a body shot, and the other heavy Well, they're going to go with an Uber anyway. They say, screw it, we have an Uber, don't have a heavy, it doesn't matter, we're going to attack anyway, and that's the kind of attitude I like to see. That's how plays happen.
Yep, and looks like the red team is kind of bleeding players right now as SMG is just pushing in. They know they got pigs, they got the players as well, and just like going in despite the damage coming out of the including middle.
But the bomb from Enigmas gets the gun for free. Didn't even have to spend an Uber on that thing, and took the NG out as well, I believe. Yep, that he did.
So no sentry for the defending team right now. They're trying to push the cart, push the tracks as well. They give their engineer a little bit of ground to build a sentry out. This is kind of a dire situation for them. They know the timer is not on their side.
Yeah, definitely not. Holly Kelly's disorder by the border. The Pyro, who's doing a nice work of harassing there. He did delay the NG a bit, but now Icy Feather's gonna keep rebuilding down there. Enigmas didn't get the dispenser, so that's gonna help rebuild this. And Rainy is back. Heavy, and it looks like my HUD is stabilized. Let's see. Yep. We got a Royale with Cheese here, Deadringer. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Headshot from Evil Witch, taking out Prefix David.
So, you know, some picks here and there. It looks like Pipsqueak's team is right now stabilizing and getting to 100% Uber. Mark is currently holding on to his 100%.
Look at Enigmas. He got this under control, man. Spy was up there just waiting. He came up and he killed him. So I'm getting the feeling like Enigmas definitely knows what he's doing.
He's so far the most prominent guy on the SMG's team right now. I mean, he's making the plays, he's getting his team what they need at the time when they need it. So it's pretty good for him and pretty good for SMG to have him.
He's watching the spy for SMG. He's just standing here just watching everything. Excuse me, I have a bit of a cough, so I'm trying not to do. But yeah, he's just watching the gun, just waiting for a distraction where he can go in and sap the gun. Because I don't think the soldier with the Beggar's Bazooka will be able to kill the gun. Whoa, Disorder by the Border went down there, losing their Pyro, and someone else died as well. That was oh, that was a scout actually for the red team. Excuse me, going in here. Backstab going on. A bit of a misprioritization here by the blue spy there. He got taken out, but I do think this gun is going to go down. Yep, with some counter repair from the other engineer, it does go down. And Rainy falls.
But there goes a medic pick. Mark managed to fend himself off the Pyro who is attacking him at the moment, and he's still alive. Can't say the same for Pipsqueak as he is dead right now. He's respawning, and that's not good for the attacking team. They had a good time on third point, but right now they're kind of bleeding players. They're stalling on the last, and that can actually buy a lot of time for Prefix.
Yeah, they're holding a bit far back, not getting all they want to. Oh, Rainy here with some cheeky crouches. I like the aggression, but you got to be careful about that sniper, man. Don't want to let him get too many kills. And I also like what the Prefix is doing on defense. They're kind of just poking and prodding. Gun is now level 2. Soon going to be level 3. The engineer is going for a very rushed sentry here. He's not even bothered with the dispenser yet. So that means this gun is pretty fragile. But what is the blue team doing? I'm not seeing them anywhere. This is like when I play on a pub and I'm like, where's the team? They're not here. They're playing grab ass back in the base is what they're doing. And this is what I talked about earlier. Like newer teams are usually a lot more passive because it's really hard to read the situation and what they can do properly, I think.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it looks like Lucy's trying to push on.
Oh, but they did get the heavy. He goes flying, and now there's 2 players down, and they do have an advantage. So that's something they can definitely push on. But they're being a bit cautious.
Oh, yeah, there's a spy trying to stab the medic. No, he uncloaked right now. And there's a Uber pop only on the heavy, and a lot of flashing for the red team. Looks like Pipsqueak's trying to save the Uber as much as possible, but no, it's crumbling. This whole offense just went to the ashes as 4 people dead for SMG to only 1, and that was a spy for Prefix. That's a good defense example from Prefix. They show what they should be doing all the time, and they're doing it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The engineer is just getting his dispenser up too. I mean, that Uber didn't really accomplish all that much. But the blue team just really needs to cover more ground and kind of like get comfortable with attacking. I mean, like the medic is more aggressive than the demo is, and that's never a good sign.
No, it is, and yep, Mark is just confident. He's like sitting underneath the balcony. He has eyes on everything. There's a spy coming in, but he's been spotted. kind of missed a stab on the demo man. He's got everything under control. The heavy
Evil.
goes down to Evil Witch. Yeah, he gets a kill. So
something they can definitely
might be
push
an
on.
opening, and there we see it. Mark doesn't have his Uber yet. There's an early pop. Nicely done. Aggression from Rainy. Just shooting. Now there goes the Uber. Managed to quite kill the medic in time, and that Uber is just gonna save them the point. Prefix. Wow, that was a kind of clutch play by the Mark.
Yeah, Enigmas once again kills the sentry. I do think that's like the third or fourth. Oh, he goes for the bomb and the craters, but he did get the sniper too. So the sentry and the sniper all went down. The car has moved forward, so that's good. So let's see if they decide to soft push this. Also nice work here by the scout Jakeowaty to do some Boston Basher building. Always nice to see that. It's like maximizing your efficiency.
If I was Pipsig in that position, I would just go for the quick fix play. Just stack the card. Would have the Uber faster than the enemy team and just like go for it. But looks like they're still holding onto that medigun, and yeah, Pipsig is a little bit behind Mark as in terms of the Uber percentage. But they're just kind of like, they're kind of too defensive for the last point. They're trying to just see what they can do, but instead they're just like bleeding players all over the place, and they don't have enough to push in with.
Yeah. If they're playing very oriented around having a demo man, if the red team just keeps killing their demo man, they can't really attack. But nice force here coming out of Enigmas. I gotta say, man, he's the one that's kind of like been standing out to me. He gets the gun, he gets the force. I mean, he gets stuff done there. Here comes the reply Uber for the attackers coming in here. Nice work here by the demo, finally in the front where he needs to be. They're getting some nice damage. And oh, but the stab from Royale with cheese. Yeah, the French quarter pounder spy.
Yeah, it looks like, red team managed to stabilize it a little bit, killed off majority of the blue team, but Enigmas is just fighting for his life on the car, trying to stack it. They know the timer is gonna go out, but no, looks like Prefix is just gonna stabilize completely on the last point and not allow SMG to push at all. And there goes the first cap of, actually, the first round of the game. So basically what happens right now is if Prefix caps 3 points under 3.16 minutes, then they win immediately. But in other situations, they need just to cap last, and if they cap last in any time, they win.
Yeah,
How it works,
pretty much.
I think. Yeah. But yeah, we can potentially be looking at people who are gonna be like, playing Prem in a couple of seasons or next season or something, because Highlander Open is about people who just started a competitive adventure and they're trying to, see if they like it or, if they don't like it. So if actually some of these people we might see in a couple of seasons playing in the top division.
Yeah, well, it's always nice to see if people find I think like the biggest problem for a lot of people is like the time it takes to do proper Highlander, because there's a lot of scrims and a lot of practice, and you have to like devote a lot of time. I think that's like one of the biggest issues for like doing any kind of competitive stuff, and also finding people you enjoy playing with, that you have a fun, like win or lose, it's still gonna be fun. And that's also a thing here. So now teams have been swapped. Prefix is now in the blue. Sick Marmalade Grandpa is in the red, and they have a very standard sentry setup here with the teleporter next to the health pack. And are both soldiers still running the Beggar's Bazooka? I know that, and I'm watching Enigmas right now. He's doing that.
I'm looking at the other.
Oh, dude, I love the position from Evil Witch. I do this all the time. This is where I once got a double kill with a Machina on a heavy and a medic combo as they ran through, but he's not doing that. Oh yeah, looks like the other soldier. No, he's on the direct hit actually, so he's going anti-sentry. It's a reasonable opening. Makes sense.
And there goes the force actually on the cliff top.
Yeah.
Drop the demo man on 40 HP, managed to force the medic. And didn't quite get any kills, but a force on the first point is as good as a drop. And the Mark has all the time in the world to push onto this cliff area, provided that he has a team to push with. It looks like, they don't want to sacrifice the first point or the second point.
They're just backing out of there. What is this? There was no one there. They just packed up and left. They basically gave away the first point for free. But do they know this? Like, are they going to spend the Uber? Because there is a pyro here. Maybe it's trying to, like, fake it or something? Nah, they see it. There's no gun. Alright, so where did they set up? They set up on the roof. Alright, this is very risky. This roof is not as easily held, especially without an Uber. Let's see. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say that rooftop used to be a quite big part of Badwater defense and was part of the meta, and then somehow people managed to think of good strategies to kind of defend this, and Just stop right there and see. Prefix just pushing with the Uber. They know they have the advantage. Pix is closing up to 100% Uber. He needs to stay alive a little bit more. The heavy with the Uber gun cannot kill the sentry who's wrangled. And there goes the counter pop from Pipsky on the demo man. Chasing up the medic, can catch Mark on 30 HP. He's really low. He's dodging those pills with all his might, and it looks like he's gonna get away with it, giving us a slight advantage. I said no, it's gonna be about equal right now in terms of Uber, and yeah, SMG will be able to hold this Riptor for a little bit longer.
Yeah, looks
just wanted to finish that. It was a part of a meta before, like a season ago or something, and then people figure out how to push rooftop, and it's not good as good as it is. Or as it was before, and now everyone just counting on the third point as a major hold point.
Yeah, it's kind of too open. Like they can swarm you from the front and the back and kind of all sides. And also your sniper is usually disconnected from the rest of the combo, and that's like a big deal because sniper's like a big deal in Highlander here. Drop coming up, getting some nice work done with the sticks, just keeping the opponent's health low. They're currently missing a player. The red heavy is disconnected again. I do believe that's the same guy as before, so having some technical problems there. I did see him just stand there and get mauled down. So some technical problems here for the defenders.
It's not too good for them, and there goes the pop coming out of Prefix. Quite just to be safe, you know. Secure the point, kill all the people need it, and just basically try to push on the third point. And third point is currently doesn't have any sort of defense. Like the engineer is just trying to set up his buildings in the house, and looks like a lot of people died. Enigma's doing work again, jumps and kills off the Prefix combo. That's quite good for him and quite good for SMG team as a whole.
Yeah. I mean, they lost the gun. The gun's only level 1. Let's see, does he do the dispenser in the stairs? He has no dispenser left yet. Let's see what he decides to do here. It's gonna come down to a rocket launcher and how well he can defend. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna go for a dispenser this year. Yeah, taking some lessons there. That's kind of like the standards, just like what you do to get the best defense going. And the gun is soon gonna be level 3. Let's see. Yeah, included middle is not on a direct hit anymore, so he's not anti-sentry, so he's just poking around the side. Nothing too much going on at the moment. Both teams just, well, the red team is defending with Uber and the blue team is just building their Uber, so would not be surprised to see if I saw some more aggression coming out of the blue team here, because they can definitely afford to sack a few players to get at Uber off.
Yeah, they have faster respawns.
But yeah, this is very passive. Like, they're not even poking, they're not even prodding. They're banking so much on this Uber working, and by doing so, they've allowed the gun to complete and become level 3, and the dispenser in the stairs, even though the spy almost destroyed the dispenser. Let's see here. They have a full Uber, and they're looking ready to go here. Let's see. Here they come. Drop in the front. Very Uber-oriented push here. Gets a nice couple of stickies. Here comes the counter Uber.
The sentry is still up and running, though. Yeah. I mean, it's being wrangled and rescued and everything. There's a soldier trying to do some damage. He's still alive. The sentry is still as well. So the engineer kills him. 13
health. The engineer survives. Yeah, actually, the soldier had a moment there where the NG couldn't hit him because you can only wrangle where you see. So if he stayed down there, oh, here comes the spy, and there's Sap. Yes, why didn't he do that at the beginning of the Uber? Well,
maybe he was out of position. Maybe. Usually the
maybe
case
he was
here.
dead. That's like a good excuse. Why weren't you there? Why didn't you come to my birthday? Oh, you know, I was busy being dead and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like SMG is having a lot of troubles connecting their heavy as they're playing without wood right now, and they're struggling to put a good hold. They need to hold last for about 10 minutes in order to win, and that's a lot of time. And of course, SMG looked really strong on the offense of the first 3 points, but right now it's not looking too bright for them. Without the heavy, it's going to be even tougher.
Yeah, they were actually slower than the other team when it came to pushing the third point there. We had the countdown, but like, they didn't cap the last point, so they're getting a chance to cap the point. Otherwise, it's going to be a tie, right? For first round. Since nobody capped, both teams capped 3 points, and nobody capped the last one, so neither has.
No. The team that actually, no, I don't know. I think depends on the time. If the blue team doesn't cap last, they lose. It's the way it goes, I think.
All right.
Because the first team needs to set up the time, and the second team needs to beat it. And if they don't beat it, then basically they lose. All they need to do, their objective is just to cap last. And if they do that, they win. If they don't, they lose. I think
it should be a tie though, because they got the same. They got just as far.
I suppose, but you know, it's TF2, and we have to have some winners, I guess, here. But yeah, it looks like Eddie is connected to the SMG's team, and he's ready to cause some havoc. He's
ready to shoot at people with the gun. So a bit of a more passivity going on. There's like really not that much aggression. Once again, they're being very cautious. Oh, but included middle goes down. The soldier. Oh, and Enigma's here gets a kill on Banjo. That's 2 players down here, and
basically, yeah, SMG is just doing the same thing that Prefix did to SMG, which is like poking and prodding, trying to get some nice kills, make the enemy team bleed a little bit, and there goes the force coming out of the Prefix heavy, and Power just denied completely this push, this kind of like, you know, desperate push to get the medic down, but he is about to have that 100% Uber, he's about to push in, and SMG just knows it. They're backing out, they know that they do not have the needed firepower to defend this, and if they want to defend this, they need to kill the medic, or at least force him early.
Yeah, here comes the Uber. Other team does not have anything here. Dup struggling a bit to connect the pipes here. He does land 1 pipe, but yeah, didn't really get too much with his Uber, and they lose their heavy. Ooh! Yeah, this was not a well-spent Uber for them. Things didn't really pan out here, and now the medic is alone. He's weak. If he dies retreating, this is going to be a huge deal. Let's see, where's Enigmas? Oh, he's dead too. He killed himself with the beggar's bazooka.
It's backfire. The weapon backfiring sometimes, you know.
Yeah, you know, he's a gentleman. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna kill myself so you don't have to.
I'm not gonna give that satisfaction to the enemy team of the kill on on myself. So there you go. But yeah, Pissy is about to hit 100% Uber, and I'm thinking they're gonna go for the aggressive Uber and try to kill the enemy medic. But I may be wrong right now. Maybe they're okay with just sitting on it. And yeah, they're kind of holding aggressively around the corner, which is the usual place to hold it, especially if you have the Uber, because you can just pop any time. And yeah, just basically the demo man for SMG is just causing some havoc, and they're doing what I said, just going in with the Uber,
They need
trying
to get the
medic.
They absolutely need to get a medic, otherwise this is not going to work out for them. Drop is weak.
They bought a lot of space though. That's what they got.
Yeah, they got space here, and I think they're going to be putting on some pressure onto Mark here, eventually. Like, Mark is he's not dealing Uber as fast as he should be. There you go, finally starts to heal somebody. I think the spy saw him, and we have another pause. Probably the heavy that's been having technical difficulties all night.
Yeah, I asked Pipsqueak on what's going on with the heavy, and he said he has like about 4 FPS, and he crashes all the time due to the update. So might be the problem here.
Oh, I thought the thing would be better because they fixed, like, your FPS should be better after the update, not the other way around.
It's Valve. It's always the other way around. I mean, you can never expect on what's going on from Valve, basically. But yeah, we can at least talk a little bit about defense. I mean, sick Marmalade Grandpa managed to hold the last point for about 5 minutes, so they have about 5 minutes to go. They're holding quite convincingly, although Mark is about to hit his 100% Uber. Pipsy didn't quite manage to kill off the enemy medic before their Uber run out. So they're facing a possible situation where just basically blue team just pushes in and kills everyone. Of course, that may as well not work out. That depends on the offense and the defense that those two teams are fielding, I suppose. I don't know, I'm trying to fill the space with words, and there you go. And pause goes a headshot on the red demo by Holly, who is definitely on form today, scoring them needed kills.
And this demo is a ghost, apparently. Only we can see him. He's actually dead, I believe, and now the HUD's broken again, so we don't have that updated. Uber coming in for the blue team here. Nice Uber, they can do whatever they want, but also nice work here by Disorder by the border here, getting some nice reflects as well, just buying his team a lot more time there, and eventually goes down. But yeah, he did buy his team some precious seconds on the defense there. Because in this format, you're actually at an advantage if you attack first, if it's a stalemate on the last point, right? Just because you attack first, you win.
I think so. It depends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you've played this game probably more than I have, even though
I've never seen a draw on last on Badwater in competitive ever.
No, it's not possible. Just Prefix needs to just push last. That's
like,
all they
like
need to do right now.
If they, for some reason, let's see how much time's left. If they don't manage to push this in like the 5 minutes that's left, give or take, there's gonna be the first ever tie on the first round. So
You think?
yeah, like neither team, like, they got just as far. I mean,
I'm just gonna count on SMG to just hold last. And
could we
can
get
all
an
see what's
expert
going
on this? Could we get like an expert opinion?
I've never actually experienced that situation. I've played Badwater countless of times. Seriously, it's kind of weird to see that kind of stuff happen, but we'll see how it goes. And Pepsi is currently holding on 100% Uber. That last push that Prefix didn't quite work out, and Mark is about to hit his 100%, as of course his soldier included doing some havoc in the back. Looks like they are aware of his position.
Look at all this space that nobody's occupying. There's like a... Between like the mini sentry on the cart, there's like no one. Nobody's there. It's like a dead man zone. But it looks like blue team is getting ready to go Prefix. They had enough of the waiting. They're going to go in and they're going to have an Uber exchange and hopefully come out on top of this one. Let's see. There's a lot of flashes for blue team. Let's see. So the red Uber is going to last a bit longer. Oh, but the red heavy goes down there. The rockets from Enigmas doesn't connect there, and the heavy's on the cart. Eventually, the second barrage gets them. And red team stabilizes, actually. I mean, all that's left is the spy, but he's on a dead ringer timer here. He has 12 health left. And he's going to die pretty... He's not going to die. He's going to sap the teleporter that isn't working, and then he's going to shoot it. And still live somehow. I don't know.
There he goes. There he goes. So he's down.
Yeah,
but
fine.
yeah...
No, just kidding. He's still dead ringing. He grabbed the health back. He's fine. He is fine. So...
all these spies. Hate them.
Yeah, dead ringer is fair. Let's see, well... Some suicides coming in for blue team. Like, that's something you gotta do. Like, building Uber, just sack some players, send them in. Let's see, the spy is down here as well. He's gonna be decloaking here. He did get spotted. He's gonna get the sap on the gun, and yeah, just gonna be a repair. Nobody was really around there, but Holly got the headshot on the heavy there. So he's heavy down, and red team, they do have the Uber, but I do think blue team can force this if they sack a couple of players.
Yeah, they can definitely do this, but all they need is good timing and, you know, proper players actually put on the card right now. And there goes the heavy down by 7.9 inch. Just doing some work here, you know, just, you know, going around in circles and just stabbing people on the way. That's always good to see from the spy. And it looks like, yeah, just kind of aggressive here. SMG pushing around the corner. See if Mark is gonna push out with his Uber. No, he's just currently standing still behind his dispenser, just being safe, healing up his people before he pushes in. He knows that both teams basically have 100% Uber, and they just need to pick a good time to push in.
Yeah. I'm also being told by someone, I'm not sure how credible they are, but says it's not a tie, and if... Like you said, like the first team that attacked, if it's stalemate and the first team that attacked, they will win. If they get just as far on the last point, which is starting to look like, because it really seems like they're struggling to disrupt the defense for SMG. Oh, but look at the amount of players dead. Oh, could definitely be a non-tie.
There's a lot of shares coming out of SMG right now. They're trying to
save
it.
The pyro work from Zero. Bought themselves a lot of time there. Kept the enemy demo out of the game for a really long time, and now they just need to cap the cart and stay alive, but they lost the scout, and the NG is down as well. The sniper has to go on the cart, but he only has a Razorback.
Right now.
And then
there's only two people capping the cart right now. There's a heavy just respawn. He's gonna just shoot them down, and looks like, yeah, it's gonna be the way. The spy is still alive. He's still trying to push the cart.
Yeah,
he
is.
Have to go.
He's probably gonna get it.
Oh no!
Unless he gets blocked.
No.
Oh, last minute block. Spy's still alive. And now red team has to stay around on the cart here. Soldier comes in to land some nice splash damage.
Suicides. Oh my god, this is about to fall in. There's a spy just entering on the cart. No! There goes the first point for Prefix after this really close last point. Whoa. So I guess we won't happen to know what's going on. We know what's going to happen with the last point if neither of the team pushes it.
It's like Schrodinger's cap.
Oh, it's close though. I mean,
I'm glad you didn't get that one. That was like the worst joke ever, and you just sat there and be like, yeah, let's talk about something else. Not even a giggle from you. Thank you, Jake.
I'm not gonna laugh at your jokes. I'm gonna laugh at my own jokes, because my jokes are usually terrible.
All right, so this is the best of 3, right? So
yeah.
Currently match point on the first map to Prefix. See, if you look at the scores here, they're not that far apart actually. They're just differently positioned on the point there. A bit more dominations on the red team than on the blue. But yeah, definitely definitely starting to warm up here. There's always like a bit of a pressure in the beginning, like trying to feel out the other team, like decide how they're gonna play. And I think like we probably will not see as much passivity as we did now, because Uber, like if you rely on Uber, it's so easy to disrupt your push. Like if you don't attack unless you have Uber, the enemy team can just pick off your demo, heavy or medic, and you just don't attack.
What I usually say, or what I tell other medics or starting medics, is that Uber is usually a crutch for bad medics. It's just, you know, a good medic is usually a medic that can push without the Uber, survive, and support his team. And so far, neither of the teams actually did it. They always were waiting for the Uber to come in and then just like push with the Uber. And if the Uber failed, just, you know, go back, turtle themselves, and build another Uber. And that's usually really boring to see. Although we actually seen some nice plays coming out of both teams, especially Enigmas, who was just doing so much work with the Beggar's Bazooka. He never switched off. He just always playing with the Beggar's Bazooka, and it's so unusual that it really throws off the other team. Whereas for the red team, no, for the blue team, it was Holly, who was the sniper, who was definitely doing some major pain in SMG's side. And definitely, yeah, just getting the kills that they needed when they needed them, but just the team couldn't really push on with the kills, although they won the first point. So it can really go either way. I mean, both teams really had the aggression going for the 3 points and then kind of stalled.
Yeah.
That was a really long tirade, I guess. Monologue.
Yeah, I guess we're just waiting for them to get ready here. Probably the heavy having some issues. I would like to say that I called it, like the thing that they fixed, because I don't know where I said this. There's a free hat to anyone who could find the place where I said that the reason TF2 has a low frame rate is because the way they load items is inefficient. And they fixed that in the latest patch, and I was like, yes, I know what I'm talking about. And they also implemented a few other things that I suggested as well, so I was like, yes.
I'm wondering if you can get some sort of item for all the fixes that you proposed, or is it like...
Yeah, I get a wrench.
Really?
For fixing it, yeah, like a repair kit or like
real life.
Like the one thing that is cool is that the players get medals. You know, I think the Highlander Open medals are pretty sweet. I think I've been told that there's like, how many medals are they giving out? John told us before the stream. There's a lot of medals that players can give. It's like, how much was it? 2,000 or something? 2,900 or some crazy stuff like that.
Well, every single player is gonna get a participation medal.
Yeah, exactly. So you get like participation medal regardless of where you place, and then you get a medal for, you know, your placement if you're in the top 3. But we casters, we never get anything. I would like a microphone that I can hit people with, you know? The winners of like the Saxy Awards, they get a trophy, a golden trophy they can hit people with. I want a microphone that makes like...
I would actually dig that a lot.
Yeah, a microphone. Rescue dude, get on it.
Just like a golden microphone you can hit.
No, not golden, not golden. Just like a standard microphone that is a melee unlock.
I always wanted a weapon that changes people to solid gold upon hitting them.
And when you right click, you drop the mic. And then you have no melee.
There's like a noise around the server, like, you know, dropping the mic.
Yeah.
I could actually think that.
And if there's a scout that has the boombox, whenever you hit somebody with mic, it plays that sound because it's on the radio station.
We should just hire someone to make that item.
Yeah, rescue, like I said, get on it. So, we're just waiting. It looks like there's one player missing for Sick Marmalade Grandpa.
Sick Marmalade Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I said, Jake. That's the name of the team.
I wasn't really saying, you know, the team's name. I was just saying in general.
Yeah. So
yeah, just waiting. I think yeah, the heavy's on. Someone is off. I mean, Evil Witch, the sniper for SMG, is currently in the spec, so I guess they're waiting for him.
Yeah. He's he probably has like his ruler out, and he's like measuring the distance from his keyboard to his mouse pad to make sure everything's all right. A couple players do that. It has like a ruler.
Really?
Like it has to be at this angle. Yeah. And like if they don't have that angle and they lose, it'll be like, it's because I didn't have my angle.
That's the weirdest excuse I've heard in a while.
It's basically like, you know, you yell at your shoes for not running fast enough. You know, it's kind of like, you didn't run fast enough. It's because I didn't have the newest Nike shoes or whatever. You know, can't do that. What is that? A bad smith blames his tools?
I don't know.
Something's called, yeah.
Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, just waiting for both teams to actually ready up. I'm just waiting for the word from Pip.
So far, how long? Like, this Highlander Open Cup has been going on for quite some time.
I think the whole summer.
Yeah. So these players have been playing a lot. So let's see. Here they are. Yeah. Here we go. We are live on the second round, potentially the last round of this map. Currently match point for Prefix here, as they are currently on the defensive side, on the red team. Let's see here. Soldier is running regular rocket launcher, except not Enigmas, because he is a total boss with the Beggar's Bazooka. And we've actually seen more soldiers do crazy stuff. Like, you can do some crazy bombs with the Beggar's Bazooka, but it's really hard to get used to, because it's totally different timing. And I was just kidding, Prefix is going to be on the blue. I was just testing myself.
Yeah, good test.
Yeah.
Just like testing the viewer's attention, you know, just like...
Yeah.
giving the bad information, just like, no, I was just testing yourself.
That's like such a teacher answer.
Really.
A teacher says something wrong, it's like, yeah, I was just making sure you're paying attention.
It's like the worst excuse ever, and everyone knows that you were just wrong. You're wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it looks like the standard spot as well. I mean, it's open to the actual staircase side. I mean, I think the engineer rocket launcher is just trying to make sure no spy gets through, but you know, spies can actually strafe as any other class, so it's not bad.
I think you can actually jump across the side there, but like, you will see the spy a lot better if he goes that way, because he will avoid that if he's visible. But if he's invisible, you won't see him anyway. So, but that means also like he has to potentially pass through center fire if the gun is shooting at someone else. So we will say gates are about to open. Let's take a look at the bomber classes. We have Drop. He's probably gonna go for bomb, and he also has the boots that gives him extra health. So let's see. Soldier's not gonna jump right off the gates. Yeah, here he goes. Included middle actually on the dart hit, so he's gonna go anti-sentry, and also on the contra, getting that little extra health. Yeah, 1 rocket, 2 rocket. Didn't hit with the second one. Did force a wrangle. So no early bombs coming out for the blue team. The blue soldier did go down to a backstab from Swinch, the Twirl, the spy. And so far, not too much aggression coming out of the blue team. They have been pushing the car here. Sniper's gonna be watching the tunnel.
There goes the bomb by Drop, though. He's just jumping for the medic, tries to get a force out. Vinci managed to stay alive and surfed himself on the health pack. Didn't quite work out well for the blue team here, and they're still at the same amount of Uber.
The soldier hit the dart hit on the invisible spy, so the invisible spy has 9 health after taking 2 dart hit rockets. Let's see, where is he? Yeah, there's. Oh, he dies from a fall. He landed in front of a mini sentry. Yeah. So next generation strategy, or the spy rocket block strat.
I guess it works. So, I mean, if you have a dead ringer, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, he gets the gun just as the Wrangler goes out, and the sentry has to be rebuilt rather. And this is the moment to strike. The gun is only level 1. There's a mini sentry up in the front, and this is going to be able to... Oh, look at this. Uber coming in. Oh, the medic goes flying. Heavy is disconnected and dies. Oh, that is unfortunate, and the blue medic's kind of like left alone, gives the leftover heal to the demo. They did take the sentry and the dispenser there. Sentry just being rebuilt, gets taken out again. Sap on the teleporter. Yeah, the defense here is gone. The static defense.
There's a spy coming upstairs. No, he's still dead ringing. He's about to stab the medic. No, the medic sees him. He knows that that spy is up to no good. And looks like Evans is just gonna run away. He knows there's this point is impossible to hold right now without any defense whatsoever. And SMG is backing out to the second point.
Seeing more Beggar's Bazooka shenanigans coming out. Not too successful this time around.
I think that the enemy team just adapted to the strategy. I mean,
this is risky. Oh, this is such a greedy play from rocket launcher here. Building a sentry on the roof. This is going to be pretty tricky, and the spy's going to go up there and start harassing. There isn't even a dispenser up there. He's so greedy. Not even a dispenser is going to be built, and that thing is so crucial, because if you don't have a dispenser and you run out of metal and you have to reload the rescue ranger, your gun is going to die really quickly.
Need a dispenser here.
Yeah, he does, but he's not building it.
And the soldier behind managed to get dispatched by the pyro quite well. Still alive, but he's not about to cause any damage anytime soon. And yeah, Mark is about to hit his 100% Uber mark. and just push on the rooftop. And they look like they're gonna take the back stairs in order to do that. Pipsy also holding on 100% Uber. He doesn't have enough people to hold with him. There's no pyro around to push the enemy team away.
What is
It looks
Rocket
like,
Launcher doing? He's just standing there. Okay, here comes the demo, and they're just gonna... Well, nice work here by the Reflect there. Pyro is gonna go and... Oh, he's just gonna pick it up. Alright, so it was a very temporary setup there. Except not really, because he's gonna put it in this spot. Which makes... Is he gonna... Oh. And there comes the zap.
No.
Oh, and then he's gonna... Yeah, the gun is gone. So, yeah, not the best holes there from Rocket Launcher.
No, not the best ones. And look at this! Oh my god, SMG's team is still stuck on the rooftop, being slowly killed by Prefix's offense or reinforcements that coming from the spawn. And no pipsqueak for the next 5 seconds, giving Mark about 30% advantage.
He has a good 7 health there. He's way behind enemy lives, and I don't think they've spotted him yet. So he's gonna be able to do some nice shenanigans. He shot it. Yeah, he shot at the NG. He knows that the gun is there. Surprised he didn't stay up there though.
Some really aggressive play from Prefix. I like it because they have the advantage. They have the players. Goes the Red Demo Man spamming some sticks on the car. That's usually enough to get them out of that area. And maybe allow Rocket Launcher to build his sentry. I don't know. He's building in the back. He doesn't have enough time.
He might be looking to just use the 200 metal pack right behind him and then upgrade it to level 3 and then sentry jump up and then grab it while he's up there. But that requires his enemy team, or his team, to push in as they do that. They don't want to give him this point though, because you know you get forward spawns if you cap this point. So they already go in here. Gets the mini sentry.
And both medics are about to hit their 100% Ubers, so we're about to see another exchange coming up. Yeah, it looks like SMG is trying to stabilize, trying to save this point with as much as they have, which is not that much. The sentry is quite far back. So
yeah, they're just going for it with a demo and a pyro, I think. Yeah, pyro's a bit behind. You usually want the pyro in the front. They do spot the gun and take it out immediately because he was unwrangled and only level 2 there. So I guess that was a uber well spent. Almost got the point. That is redonkulously close, but they will get it eventually.
It's actually like millimeters away from capping it, and probably rustled some jimmies in Prefix's team, and they're about to just go for it. They don't care. They won that point for themselves.
Ooh,
they want that forward spawn.
Nice stab. Yeah. Got the heavy. That was a crucial pick right there. Gonna stop the offense a bit more, and yeah, now it looks like Prefix is hurting a bit in the numbers. Not having their heavy and their demo. That's like the 2 classes they have really relied on this game.
Definitely, and especially has this a little bit of Uber advantage going on, and can actually help them a little bit. Scout tried to touch the card as much as possibly he could, but it's not working out too well for them. The card being sticked up, he's being basically pocketed by the Pyro and slowly rolling back. So Prefix needs to do some major work in order to get it capped. They still are at the disadvantage of spawns. They're spawning all the way back.
Let's see if the engineer's gonna do what I said. Rocket Launcher goes up and he's placed the dispenser so that thing's invisible. And he's gonna, back it up and puts it in the window, and this thing just needs to finish. They're already in with an Uber, but I don't think the gun has been spotted yet. The demo goes flying, and yeah, they know that the gun is there. And yeah, the Wrangler is up, and yeah, this is starting to look like a really strong hold there.
They managed to stabilize. I wasn't quite sure about this position that they had, but they managed to buy themselves a lot of ground with those pushes, and the engineers just holding the window. The standard spot is so hard to get the sentry out of.
We also see Real with cheese here.
Pipsqueak goes down though. Holly's running the Machina and kills Pipsqueak like that with a nice body shot. So no medic for the defending team. It looks like that defense is crumbling, and only 5 people up for SMG and a lot more for Prefix, and we were probably some kind of push on the sentry in the first place, and then the cart, because that sentry is really annoying.
I like what Holly's doing. He's gonna go for that getting killed by Evil, actually. No, he was using the Machina, you know, and that does more damage onto buildings as well with the full charge. So if you combine it with a rocket, the gun could easily get taken down. But a nice counter snipe there by Evil taking him out. He was also pretty weak, so taking him out was not the hardest of deals.
No, it wasn't, and Mark has about 20% Uber advantage over Pipsqueak. That's gonna help them a little bit if they decide to push as soon as they get it. Holding in the house, so it's a good spot to hold around. Demoin has a little bit of trouble. The red Demoin has a little bit of trouble.
I found who took the dispenser. It was the blue NG. He stole the red dispenser.
Really?
Yeah, on my screen he did. Let's see, is it... Yeah, now he got blown up. Yeah, Pipsqueak is up here now. He gunned down the dispenser, and he's going to be decloaking here, and his timing has to be good, because there's a sniper up here as well, and I think they know. Let's see, what is he? Is he... no, I don't think he's on the Dead Ringer anymore. Let's see, what is he on? He's on the... oh, here he comes! Present for you, it's a sap. And the gun gets taken out, and yeah, nice timing there by included the middle as well, the soldier coming in there ready to clean up. That wasn't actually necessary, but nice teamwork nonetheless. They do take out Enigmas as well, so no more beggar bazooka blasting for him.
No more of that, and Holly is still doing a lot of pain, causing pain.
They just need to cap it though, they need to get on the cart, yeah. Drop here coming on, finally getting the cart, getting the forward spawns. And this is the slowest time we've seen so far this game, I think. On to the third point.
I think so. I mean, really, SMG did a really good job. It's not that Prefix did a bad job at pushing, just SMG did a really good job at holding. They managed to find those little openings to put their center up in their window first, and then, you know, had good pops. So it really worked out well for them, and, you know, now they can hold last for a really long period of time.
We have the red spy, Twirtle. He's just looking, just being a bit of a tourist, just observing what's going on. He can't really do all that much because he gets taken out. The Pyro's turning his back. Aggressive Uber for the red team. I'm not sure if that was a force or not, but they did take out the forward dispenser position, and that's weakening the attack a bit more. Holly gets a nice kill on this enemy sniper, and they have a full Uber as well, so they can just actually go. They have a huge number advantage. Not entirely sure what they're waiting for. Christmas,
I don't know, maybe they're waiting for all the players. I suppose.
Go ahead.
I just want to say that they have almost all the players up, and really what they should do is just push in, and they're doing that.
They got the gun too, like a bit of the rocket launcher wasn't able to pick up the gun in time. Just trying to repair it first, but they do take down the Demo Man. The gun is now level 1, has to be rebuilt. And the dispenser
is he about to have his 100% Uber? Can he save his heavy with a pop? And looks like he's gonna be able to. There goes the pop on the heavy in the last second. Well, this Pyro was just chunking him down with the flamethrower, and is going to go forward, try to secure his engineer some space and time to build up his sentry. And looks like, yeah, that defense was just about to crumble, but that Uber actually saved their asses completely.
I also like how Enigmas shoots the wall, so he doesn't show anyone that he's there. Gets a nice little volley of rockets out, just forcing them to retreat. And yeah, he can hold down this area by himself pretty well here. I think, is anyone actually going to go in and try and contest? No, he's actually occupying this all by himself. I mean, the demo did shoot a pipe in there, but I don't think they're going to go through there anytime soon.
Yep, and just both teams just missing one player, and each of the players are just, you know, assassination classes, so...
look at Royal with Cheese, the spy. He is in such a good spot. Like, as soon as the attack happens, he's going to go down and sap the gun. Unless he gets distracted by, like, a bird or something, like he did last time. And by a bird, I mean, like, oh, I can stab this guy before I sap the gun.
And looks like Prevy is about to push
here's the attack. Let's see, where is the sap?
Oh, but the medic drops.
Oh, he got distracted by the sniper. He's gonna go and battle the sniper instead. And the gun actually gets picked up and put really far back.
I guess the engineer tried to save the rocket launcher, but he's currently being pestered by the spy. The spy gets a stab and a sap. No sentry going for SMG, and looks like we're just gonna just push up to the last. There's some suicides going, trying to save a little bit of time. The Pipsy with the Ubersaw and then the spy. But there's nothing gonna stop this train from rolling in, and there it goes. 11 minutes and 46 seconds is the cap time for Prefix. Can SMG actually beat it?
Well, we'll have to see. Currently match point for Prefix here, so if they defend this, they win the round, and we go over to the next map. So we will see here. Taking a look at the scores. Pretty darn even, I have to say. Like, neither team is clearly in the lead. Once again, we see there's a bit of variation where the classes are located, but their scores are pretty much the same. Maybe like the lower tier of the SMG team, slightly lower than the red team. But the red team, the last team were attacking, and they did win the round, and usually get some more points that way. So I have to say it's pretty even. Not able to say that one team is like outplaying the other. Would you say that? No?
I would say so. I mean, Inch Turtle is just doing a lot of work. He's the second time he's actually scoring after his medic. So,
Dude, you get 3 points per backstab. Come on. It's not that many kills.
yeah, but you still get points for backstabbing, and you know if you backstab a high-priority target with an Uber, then
look at me, I'm a spy. I get 3 points per kill. Look at me, all right, fancy pants. Important. We're gonna watch Enigmas here. He goes for he gets launched straight up. Yeah, not the best of engagements there. He's gonna go back and try again. It's always nice to see some combinations like a whip into a rocket bomb with the Beggar's Bazooka. It can be pretty lethal because he's gonna come pretty quickly. Let's see, he's. They're actually gonna go through tunnel here. Here comes the bomb. Oh! Gets the medic! That's a drop. The medic goes down. That was actually the demo who got him there. He stole the kill, but yeah. Enigma's doing the work there, and now blue team, Pipsqueak, has a 100% Uber he can spend however he likes. And are they gonna get the gun too? No, they're not.
It seems that way. No, it's still up and running. Like but Icy Feather is on fire, and he's not having his heals back. Now there's gonna medic. Another bomb by the soldier. Enigma's getting a kill. Triple K with one more kill. 4K. Oh my god. So close, and there goes the Uber Pop as well on the blue team. Only 3 people up for Prefix. They're just crumbling. They're trying to just get some kills, not getting anything. And what can SMG do in that situation? Just push in on the second point, even third, secure those areas, and just push the card to the last. It's all they can do now. Amazing play by Enigma, getting 4K with that one Beggar's Bazooka.
So here we have the engineer, Icy Feather. Yeah, he's not even gonna bother with the roof, man. Now blue team has this scary momentum where all the defenders can do right now is to just buy the engineer time. Like waste their time, stop the card from moving forward. It's not important if you kill them or not, just don't make the card move forward. Because Icy Feather needs that level 3 and he needs it done really quickly. I'm not sure if he has a dispenser in the stair, if it's just invisible, or what he's gonna do.
What Prefix did is just set up on third. They knew they're not gonna hold second point.
Oh yeah, look, Enigmas is already. Oh, he's in the front. Is he gonna go? No, he's gonna go. Oh, he takes a body shot. 28 health. He's gonna get out of there.
Yeah, it looks like just SMG just pushing in. They trying to get some more done with that advantage that Enigmas.
Oh, here's the spy.
Them.
He gets the sap. I didn't contest all that much, but he's actually in front of the gun. Okay, so he's gonna go back and.
Just do nothing, I guess.
Like the dispenser won't actually do that much because the spy's already up here. So.
She's gonna get them. Ooh, that was close. The Royale with cheese almost got the medic with a stab, but just missed the stab by like 1 inch. So not gonna happen for them. Mark has 100% Uber and Pisky is about 90%. So we're gonna see a pop rather soon. Prefix knows that they have a slow advantage. No, it goes the pop. Trying to be aggressive.
And the gun got
be locked out.
Got also taken out by the spy there. Nice stap and sap. Oh, and Rainy actually gets blasted up on the high ground. Whoops, you don't want to have a heavy on the high ground there. That's going to be pretty fatal. High ground advantage heavy here. It's going to be able to do a lot of damage here. Rainy in that prime spot bullies them out of there. Gets a kill on the soldier as well. And I think the red pyro is thinking, whoops. I'm helping the other team. Indubitably.
Oh, and this is a nice backstab by Royale with cheese, getting 2 of them. One pyro and the heavy goes down for SMG. And can he buy actually Prefix a little bit of time with the scout? The scout kills the medic as well. Banjo doing some major work and saving Prefix the last point.
Yeah, buying themselves some crucial time there. Let's see what the engineer's up to. Yeah, building a sentry very far back. Rainy here. Oh, Wheat gets taken out by Drup there. Some nice sticks. So yeah, 8 minutes to go. And this defense
8 minutes to push. Yeah, 8 minutes to push, or basically 8 minutes to push by SMG. It's a lot of time to think about life. You know, go to the toilet, and they will still have time to push this point. So looks like we're just gonna wait another half a minute for both Ubers to get prime and ready to go.
Is on the rocket launcher. The biggest bazooka rocket launcher. Excuse me. Take down. There's been a lot of bazooka this game. So both teams are very, very passive. Let's see. Like red team could potentially spend the Uber to keep the Uber, if that makes any sense. And yeah, it looks like that's what they're gonna do. But they need to get the medic. But yeah, Pipsqueak is just gonna get out of there. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to get the medic. So let's see if Pipsqueak is gonna be able to capitalize on this. The spy was there as well. Didn't get anything, unfortunately. So they were kind of like. Banking big there, because if you get the medic with an Uber, you pretty much bought yourself like a minute worth of time.
Yeah, pretty much. And the Pizzuka about to hit his 100% Uber, and they're just going in. They know they have the advantage, and they should just go in. And that's what they're doing. They pop is on the demo man, trying to do some initial damage as a pyro to block them off in Doom, doing some major work with the sentry. Snow takes place on the sentry. It's not gonna be enough to take it down. It's like there's some just major havoc going on all around, and this offense is not gonna be good enough. A lot of people dying. Drop with an amazing pipe, getting 3k out of this, 4k on the spy as well. Major damage with just the pipes, saying these sticks are OP, you know, in good hands.
Oh, the medic was flying! Oh, 6L gets taken up by Enigmas, dominating the medic. That was such good soldier play by him there, and yeah, now they're gonna have another free Uber here, pretty much, or free. I do think Royale with Cheese wants that medic pretty dead, as this Holly. So let's see, he hasn't been spotted yet, currently disguised as a scout. And has he been spotted? Yeah, he's been spotted now, so yeah, he's not going to be able to do too much. And they also know he's there, and he doesn't have a knife, and he's on fire, and he's dead. Yep, didn't get too much there.
At least he tried, I mean.
Yeah, but what else could he do? Could he have done?
And there goes the bomb as well on the demo one once again, trying to do some initial damage. Get disconnected with the medic. Medic is sharing a lot. He knows he can do that.
Oh, gets the heavy.
Prefix just dropping and only one up is the medic. 44 HP. Is it gonna be a full wipe? No, not yet. People are respawning. There's nothing stopping this force. Just spawn camping the spawn, capping the card. All things happening at the same time. Goes the cap. 1-1 currently in maps or on Badwater. So it goes to the decide round on this map before we go to the other.
Yeah, this is close.
This is very close. Yeah,
it's close. But very different strategies coming out of both teams. So yeah, still I gotta say Enigmas is probably my favorite this game. Like he's just been on the dot with those bombs whenever the opportunity has allowed itself. Because you like if the medic is hiding inside, you can't go for a bomb because there's a roof over his head.
But if you unleash those 3 rockets in a close quarters situation, then basically you have your kill secured. There's a lot of damage coming out of one of the rockets, and if you just nail 3 of them, then it's basically a guaranteed kill. The only problem with Beggar's Bazooka is that there's a slight deviation in the rocket trajectory, so not all of them just are on the spot.
It's basically a shotgun, but instead of shells, it's rockets. You know, you never really know where the shell's gonna go. So it's like a 3% variation, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so
it's 3 degrees.
And it also has a totally different firing rate too than the regular rocket launcher. It takes a while getting used to, but yeah, we've seen some soldiers do some amazing work with that, and we're just seeing more and more of it. It's kind of like a new style of soldier that I really like to see. It's a bit more hit and miss, but it hits harder.
Yeah, it depends how you play it, of course. I mean, the thing with Beggar's Bazooka is that allows you for a lot of gimmicky plays that you otherwise would not be able to do. I mean, with the Beggar's Bazooka, I can just go flying in the air without even touching a wall and just jump on the medic with 3 rockets ready to go. And that's what actually happened on the first one when SMG was pushing in, and that's what Enigmas did with a nice 4K with the Beggars. So we're just waiting for the other round to start. Both teams are ready to go.
Yeah, so it's currently match point to both teams on the first
Badwater
map, which is kind of like standard. Like we say this a lot, but this is kind of a map where you kind of test yourself, like how good are you as a Highlander team. This is kind of like the benchmark map, because other maps can be like tricky, you know, like if they're strategy oriented or if it's just like pure DM, or like this one is a good mix. Take 2. This is a good mix, okay, of various things.
Let's cut it out. Cut it out of the VOD.
Yeah, just cut it out. This is like just like utter silence or like a giant cut in frame. No, like the Badwater, they have standard spots and some room for crazy shenanigans. And there's always like the sentry is always going to be there, and the sentry is always going to be there or there. And if you do this, you're taking a risk. It can pay off, or it can bite you in the butt. But that's the risk you have to take. And it also has a good balance between all classes. There's like no class that's like really strong or really weak on this map, which is really hard to make, because you want a map that spies have places to hide but aren't too cluttered. That way heavy can't shoot anything, and you'd want a map that has like ups and downs, so soldiers are good at shooting down and demos are good at shooting up, and close corridors for pyros and flank sides for scouts and yeah, sentry spots for NGs and all that kind of stuff for every class.
Yeah, and different thing about map design is that, of course, usually I said it a couple of times before. I might as well just repeat that every single map has a very clear, or the good maps have very clear point differentiation, well, whatever the word is. I just made it up. If I made it up, I'm coining it. Basically, the first point is usually really easy to push in. The second point is a little bit harder. Third point is a little bit harder, and the last point is an absolute pain for the pushers and should be easy for the defending team. And that's how good maps are made, and that's how, for example, how Upward is made, that's how Badwater is made, every payload map. And if you want to make a good map, you should really take that into account when you're making it, because it's really important to have the first point kind of easy, and then the last point just, you know, a little bit harder than the first point, just, you know, not to make it too easy for the attacking team.
And if you play the backwards version of Badwater, the hardest point is the first one.
Yes.
Just kidding. That was a joke.
Actually,
because there's a difference between mirrored and backwards. So that means the cart starts at the end, so as soon as the gates open, the attacking team wins. Because the cart is literally at the hatch.
Yeah, the Badwater backwards are just retard wab, or whatever. Retard wab. It's just, everything is upside down, so no one knows where to stand, no one
upside
knows
down.
where to...
I'm not sure which version you played, but I played the mirrored one.
The upside down version, I would play the upside down.
And the upside down version is where everybody walks on the skybox.
Yes, everybody's just flat, or just people shooting each other with sniper rifles. Wait, that's orange.
I already have a map like that.
Yeah, we have a map for that.
They have a map for a lot of stuff. So I'm not too sure what the other maps are going to be. I'm hoping to see a 5 CP map, because that's also like a good indicator of coordinations, because you kind of have to attack and defend and switch between and kind of feel out what your opponent's team have and what they don't have, and depending on what kills your team gets, what they can and can't do. So like the easiest kill is like, kill the medic, they don't have heals or uber, yes. And then you go like, we got the pyro. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? But if you ask like any of the top tier players, they're like, pyro's gone, that means the spy can go for it, the soldier can bomb freely, demo can bomb freely, and the scout can get really, really close. That's what that means. And it's like, you gotta keep track of that for every class. Like, you got the sniper, what does that mean? You can stand in the open and not get shot.
I'm still waiting for either of the teams to just kind of go balls to the wall and just like push without the Uber and just get something out of this, because as I said, pushing without the Uber is really good because just the other team is not expecting it, and you can do a lot because, well, neither of the teams have Uber, and that's what giving you the edge, the surprise attack, rather than just like, you know, you have either team has the Uber and it's just like, well, we have the Uber, so if they pop, then we can pop as well. It doesn't matter in the end because everyone's just like invulnerable if you just shoot each other and no one takes damage.
Yeah, we also see no quick fix and no crits, Krieg, or vaccinator this game. So both medics have been doing fairly standard stuff too.
Pretty much.
So yeah, still no idea who's gonna take this. I'm gonna root for Enigma's team, SMG, just because he's really fun to watch with that beggar's bazooka. Like, you can just see like the stars align when he gets ready, gets on the high ground, stuff like that. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. But it's also nice to see that like going like perma Beggar's Bazooka is something some players do, right? They're like, I'm gonna become really good with the Beggar's Bazooka, I'm gonna use it all the time. And just use it on pubs, and when you suddenly transition into Highlander, you can kind of take that with you. And if you play against like a sixes oriented soldier that maybe hasn't used the Beggar's Bazooka as much as you have, you're gonna have like an advantage because you're gonna know all the, if he decides to use the Beggar's Bazooka though, to kind of like counter your style. We've seen that, yeah, like, we see like one team, like one player do this with the weapon and do really well, and then others try to copy him, but they don't have the game sense and they can't really do it.
In playing game sense is the thing, I mean...
Yeah. Like,
but yeah, it's... That's why I love TF2, and that's why probably everyone loves TF2, is that you are giving a variety of weapons, and it's entirely up to you what you decide to use. I mean, if your scout decides to just run the Sandman and the Cleaver, then just go for it. If he manages to get a lot with it, go for it, definitely, because it gives you the edge of a surprise over the enemy team, because the enemy team is suspecting or expecting a scout with just a Boston Basher or atomizer, and the pistol instead of like a cleaver and a ball that hits them constantly every 25 seconds. and you know that's always that. Those little plays that are what making this game magic Jordan.
And there's also coming a new update, we've been told, that primarily focuses on weapons, and I'm kinda worried.
Yeah.
It's like, look what they did to the Eureka effect. That thing is so terrible. It's not good for anything.
Actually, no, it's not. I mean, if you find yourself an engineer with like a gunslinger to help you out build your stuff, then you can just go behind enemy team lines just instantly and just build up the entire nest.
Yeah, and you know what happens when you do that? They cap and you lose.
Who cares?
I care. I want it. Like, you want items that help you win and not sabotage. It's kind of like the thing. Because with the Eureka effect, I talked about it in my video too, where I talked about it. It's like, your buildings are always late. And you don't want late, and it's like, well, like you said, you can go like, well, if you just have a gunslinger engineer to help you, it's like, yeah, then you go regular non-Eureka effect, and it goes twice as fast, and it's twice as good. But here we go, banter over. I was just gonna add to like the unlocks thing. One thing I've decided, like, I'm gonna be a master of this, is the base jumper. Today, I think at like 30 minutes before we got ready for the cast, I got the achievement for flying a certain amount of distance as a soldier with the base jumper. Because that thing is really good if you use it right, and I haven't seen many people use it left. Because you can gain so much speed from the air strafes, and if you're on fire, you can go really fast if you just strafe properly. But yeah, here we go. We haven't seen any base jumpers this game. We just seen a lot of beggars bazooking all around. So now we have Prefix in the blue. They're going to be setting the time that sick Marmalade Grandpa's gonna have to beat. Building pretty standard so far. The same center spot they've had throughout the entire game, no variations there. So that means they're gonna be living up to the expectations. Let's see, do they have any shenanigans? We're gonna have a demo jumping. He doesn't have the caber.
But he does have his sticks, and that could be enough. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see. He's going for a bit more health, and he's not going for like this super suicide. We also have the soldier on the direct hit here, which is also nice. Let's see, is he gonna hit the spy again? Because that's what he did last time. Where's the red spy? Oh no, he's not nowhere near. Oh, he's gonna go for the soldier actually. Oh, misses the stab there. Gun stays up. Only a scout dead for now.
Always watching the first point, like, I mean, the cliff. Because the cliff is such a good spot. I'd like to see Sentry in a just completely different spot on the left, but there goes the bomb on the medic. Tried to get him down enough for the kill that he just grabs his health back, and then he's good. And with full Uber, and looks like Heavy tried to use the distraction of the demo granted him, but didn't quite manage to do anything, and just basically the whole suicide wave just died.
Yeah.
No one from.
I mean, if the medic would have been with the Heavy there, it looks like we have another pause. Because the Pyro was really out of position for the defenders. You can see he's actually on the low ground here. Usually we have the Pyro up top here to just air blast whenever they go around, but since the Pyro wasn't there, and if the medic would have gone with the Heavy, they could have chewed through a lot of this actually. But it's kind of like, stay in spawn, get a force or something, and then the medic's gonna move out. It's kind of like very standard stuff to do, I guess. But you can definitely spend your Uber to force an Uber and then just take it from there. Just more aggression, because like they will be expecting people to attack without a medic. You know, that's kind of like what they expect. And if you come unexpected, it's gonna be like, well, we didn't expect that, and then you're unexpected.
Pretty much. And,
I'm really good at like explaining like this thing is round because it's round.
Just stating the obvious. Gonna call it Captain Obvious from now on.
So yeah.
But yeah, just waiting for him, asking PPC on what's going on. I mean, of course, the pause is 90 seconds in the future. We don't know what's going on. Basically hasn't said anything. I guess he's still alive. And as a medic, if someone pesters me when I'm playing as a medic, it's really annoying, because in the other class you can just stand still. As a medic, not really.
So let's take a look here. There's a mid in the tunnel, scout, pyro, and sniper. Watching it. I also turn off the sound in the game because I don't want to listen to this constantly.
Heavy shooting his gun.
Yeah.
That's $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds.
Which is longer than the pause was. But yeah, back to the well, we have some downtime. Could talk some more about the base jumper. We saw some of that in the Nations Cups finals, but they were using it wrong. And it's kind of like, oh, that's not the way you do it.
You should teach him. Just like make a school for base jumpers.
It's called the HiGPS show. Watch it. I show you how to use it.
Just go, you know, shameless plugging.
Yeah, shameless plugs, yeah.
Yeah, like you're the only one who is just liking it so much. I like it as a gimmick, but I just use it with my rock jumper, so I could just market gunner more easy, or easier, and it usually is.
I also use the market gardener, but I use it as like kind of like a bushwhacker, the same way as I do with the sniper. Like it's like a utility. You only use it sometimes, but it's really easy to get into like that mindset. It's like I have to market garden them, and then you like soar really far, and then you'll land on the ground right before the medic, and you hit him, and it makes the sound, and he doesn't take any damage. And then you go on the forum and you go write like, "Stupid hit rag doesn't work. I'm angry and upset."
Well, there are games that have much worse netcode than TF2, and like for example, Battlefield 4 is one of them. I mean, they fix it. The netcode basically what happens is just the time between your PC, the main server, and other people's PC, and the server, and then your PC, and how well it works together. And Valve usually had really good, you know, FPS and netcode in their history. I mean, CS:GO and all the CSs you could have even 1000 FPS if you wanted. And you know, I'm not encouraging you to have that, but you could have. And netcode is actually really good. That's why CS:GO is such a competitive sport, whereas Battlefield 4, not so much. It's more of a casual game. And in TF2, basically it shares the CS:GO traits. Of course, you have so many hats that it makes the game almost unplayable, but you can still play competitive. That's why we are here, basically.
Yeah, so many hats is almost unplayable. That's what a lot of the players said when hats were introduced, the first 9. Hats? I'm gonna quit the game now, it's stupid. So we have a nice assessment of hats. This game.
Well, how many hats do we have? I mean, you did.
Don't ask me. Recently. I focus mainly on weapons. Hats is not my thing.
Look, you made like a song about weapons. Why don't you make a song about hats? Come on.
Because it will be 30 minutes long.
So what? I would watch it. You'd have at least one view.
It would be like a half-hour specials of just a guy reading hat names. Because the thing is, by the time it's done, they've released more hats, and you have to do those as well. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one point, but I guess you can just release an updated version for it.
Does nobody have an unusual here in this game?
No, it's not about not having unusual. It's about like I think STV somehow on the way we just missed the update that broke the STV that we just basically can't see unusuals. I think.
Oh, that's good because I don't like unusuals.
That's good for you then.
Yeah, really cheap hats. No, I just like because I play sniper main and I don't want anything that like gives away my position or my attention to something, like because you have something that sometimes leaves a trail. Like I remember the first time I noticed that an item that was leaving a trail was the earbuds. They leave like tiny flying notes, right?
Yeah.
So there were times where I would peek around the corner and I would see notes disappear. So that would mean somebody just walked that way, and yeah, surely I just waited there and they came back and I shot them. So like their earbuds gave them away, because if I didn't see the notes there, I would have like pursued them and died. But since I didn't, so and that's also happened a lot. Like with if you use like an unusual that has like a lot of fancy effects, because there are like some areas that are pretty dark. Like with if you use a sniper and you use like a brown hat, there's a lot of brown where you can like hide in the corner, and if you stand completely still, it's actually harder to see you. But if you have like soaring pink lasers shooting out of your hat, people are gonna see that regardless of where you are. So that's like a reason why I didn't do that. Like you don't want to attract any unwanted attention.
Like I played a scrim like a while ago, and I was of course the medic, and the other sniper had some unusuals. And whenever I just saw the glimpse of an unusual, I was just hiding, and I knew that he's coming. And I don't think I died too many. I think I only died like once or twice the game. I always knew where he is, and I guess it's nice to have unusual. Just like I show, I'm so rich, or I was so lucky to get an unusual, or my trading skills are so high, or much more just better than yours and hardy-dur. But to be honest, like I'm okay with unusuals as long as they're not really influencing the game. For example, I actually do have an unusual for my medic. It's kind of like this Cloud9, which are the hearts, and they're not that visible. No matter if you're looking at a corner or just standing behind an obstacle, it's not that visible, and you can just use it. But you know, if you paint your hat pink, then people just know that you are there. The other like gimmick that you could use is just give your team a set of the same hats and same miscs, and just, you know, make them play in those.
Yeah. Whatever you say. I'm not trying to, like, have you heard anything what the pause is about? Because this pause is really long. Like, we haven't lost STV or anything, have we?
No, I don't think so. People are in STV are also complaining about the lack of
here we go.
things going on, and there we
Finally,
go.
we're back. Don't have to listen to us talk about stupid stuff. It doesn't matter. What matters is the game and the players and who's going to take this map. So, we have another bomb coming in here from the Bazooka Boy.
Bazooka Boy.
Or Bazooka Joe. He's
Beggar's
like
Boy.
the Beggar's Boy. Oh, he lands a direct rocket from the Bazooka there. And yeah, so far the guns stayed up, teleporter's up, dispenser's up as well. Their defense is looking very promising.
I mean, they have good positioning. The Evil Witch is just watching the tunnel, which is a really good spot for a sniper to be in. The Medic's hiding in a corner. The Heavy's just standing behind the rocks.
Also, the red NG is dead, by the way. The sniper needed to kill the gun, but he got taken out. Yeah, here comes the soldier with the dart hit. Oh, but the NG is alive there, and look at the faraway wrangle. The gun is just wrangled, but he can't shoot, and he's taking a lot of damage. What is he going to do? Where is he? There he is. Oh, he picks it up. Wow, nice work there by Rocket Launcher. Cheeky plays here. He's actually just going to place it down.
Oh, that sentry's mine now. Oh, it just falls on the ground.
The sentry vanished. I'm not sure what happened.
And yeah, looks like the red team of Prefix team, or SMG, is still holding on that first point. They lost their Heavy, and the medic just took a body shot. He's just running for his life. Only on 100 health, but still enough. Demo managed to help him out a little bit. And yeah, it looks like he's safe and sound. The Demo dies, probably giving the engineer a little bit of ammo. I don't know what's going on here. He just kind of collapsed on the floor by himself. And yeah, looks like Prefix
he's gonna pick up the gun as soon as he starts to shoot there, because this is a buffer spot. He's actually wrangled it. What does he decide to do? The gun. He's gonna repair it. And yeah, this is scary. The sniper could easily do a lot of damage to this one. Here comes some sticks. Oh, he's actually down on the ground wrangling as well. He's gonna pick it up, and he's just turtling very slowly backwards. That's not something we see very often.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea. I mean, we've never seen that before, and it seems to be working somewhat in their favor. Still, the top rooftop.
This could be a very scary spot to be in here. They got the Beggar's Bazooka, the Bazooka Boy, Enigmas, up on top. He could go down there and potentially do a lot of damage if he loads 3 rockets and hits all of them perfectly.
Yeah, so potentially, and looks like they're gonna go on the rooftop right now, trying to push with the Uber. That goes a counter pop quite early on. And I don't think the red team is going to win this exchange. A lot of Uber is being shared among the red team. This is just running for his dear life, and the sentry is still up and running. He's still causing some major pain, and the Prefix is back.
David going down to some bazooka action. That is the Heavy, I believe, yeah. Well.
Disordered by the border.
And yeah, Rocket Launcher is also moving up, so he's looking to get that very strong defense here. The iron defense. And a dispenser in the stairs. Yes, there you go. Very standard. And Royale with Cheese is really far away, so he's not going to be bullying that dispenser in the near future.
4-minute timer. Yeah, 4-minute timer on the second point is not too shabby, especially if you're just kind of like turtling slowly back. And, you know, of course, you have the level 3 sentry in the window, so Rocket Launcher's definitely managed to improve his work. The Heavy, Rainy is just having some major trouble. He managed to escape this hell. He managed to get himself in the first place. The house currently belongs to Prefix. They're looking to cause some damage to spam the sentry. Rainy's running away from the damage on 9 HP. Gets down by Royale with Cheese, the spy. Sneaky spies. I hate them.
Let's see, Enigma's there is also in a good spot. He He's just looking for an opening. He can see them through the window, and he knows that if he goes in and tries to bother the heavy, he's gonna die. And he needs to like get an opening. He took out the mini sentry, but he's spending a lot of ammo on very little there. And oh, here comes the soldier with a rocket launcher that you can actually aim with. And he gets stabbed. I guess you could say was baited. Enigmas escapes with 13 health. HP for literally days. As they're getting ready to push here. They have a full Uber. They're looking to go... Yeah. Oh, they actually got a lot of ground for free here. Oh, the demo gets taken out. And the stab! Oh, no way, the drop from Evil Witch actually killed the medic there. I thought it was a
They're
spider.
doing so much with so little. I mean, they managed to grant themselves a lot of time to actually keep the sentry up, just manage it, get their team back on as well. And looks like,
Wow,
once again, SMG is having some troubles with people dropping out of the game. I think they used all their pauses, and now they're just playing without
their
one
heavy
player.
again. That seems to be having troubles. But yeah, they did fairly well without him. Like, the enemy demo drop was kind of a bit overeager. Maybe like miscommunication with his medic. Went in and died, and then the medic died, like dropped to Evil Witch. So they got this shows a lot of time here. Looks like Rainy is, yeah, he's still not in the game because the HUD isn't updated yet. So let's take a look at the Ubers here. Pipsqueak, 100% on the defense. So let's see what he decides to do here. He goes around on the side. He's gonna go with the scout. Actually, he sees the sniper, and Holly actually got this snipe on the scout there. Not as big as the picks, but it helps nonetheless. Free kill is a free kill. He's stayed alive, didn't take any damage.
Yeah, and blue team is still struggling to push in. And goes the Uber pop quite early on. They don't want to drop to that sticky trap. And just currently spamming the sentry. Is it gonna go down? It's gonna be wrangled, and Rescue Ranger is really tough to take it down with just a few sticks and pipes. And there goes the counter Uber coming out of SNG. They're putting out a lot of damage on the stuck players. The heavy just eating a sandwich, taking damage. He's not gonna run away alive from this. Yes, he is actually on 60 HP. Managed to get out. Nope, there is
the
a scout.
bomb! Enigma's doing work on the side there. 2 kills. Getting the sniper and the demo. And yeah, it looks like their defenses are really stabilizing here. They're buying themselves a lot of time. Let's see if we can get the... yeah, there we go. No, the HUD still isn't updated. Excuse me. But yeah, they're defending. This is like the tough hold, and I think like the sentry spot combined with the unpredictable nature of the Beggar's Bazooka can really work out for them.
Definitely. And Prefix currently on 20%, whereas Mark is at 70, giving Mark a lot of advantage and time to push in. And let's see if he decides to go through the house once again and try to take down the sentry, but of course Wrangled and Rescue Ranger sentry is really tough to take down, no matter if it's returning damage or not.
Spies get taken out. Enigmas is just holding down the fort at the front lines. He's doing exactly what he should be doing. And he's doing, yeah, doing a great job throughout the entire game. Uber coming in here, drop, gets a kill on the other demo. Is he gonna get the heavy as well? Misses the pipe, but they're gonna be spending a lot of resources on this gun that keeps staying up. Oh, it's taking so much damage. And they cap it, and then eventually the gun goes down. They swarm the upper stairs. And now they can get a pretty mean flank going here. And the soldier kills the spy there with a rocket jump. Didn't even know he was there. And Royale with Cheese is hanging out with some computers. Not entirely sure what he's doing. He needs to get something done.
Aggressive pop out of SMG, just trying to get some kills. Got Mark, which is all they needed, but they're trying to get some more ground as well. Some shears going on. The scout tried to kill the medic.
Pipsqueak
He gets killed by Pipsqueak,
yeah. Pipsqueak with the crossbow there on the scout. Rocket launcher. Oh, he's building the sentry here. This is kind of like the spot where nobody knows how to deal with this gun. Spot that we've seen before. So he needs to build that. Let's see, is he going to go for a dispenser, or is he going to go for kind of greedy rush build? Can also afford to run back into spawn and get more metal, but it looks like he's not doing that. He's being very careful of his gun. Like, Enigmas has the flank down, so he could, there's nobody's going to come around that bend pretty soon. And if they do, he's going to know it. He's going to call it.
There goes a stab on Rainy, the heavy for the red team.
Beggar's Bazooka Conjurer. He's going to get some heals from his medic. And he's, okay, he popped it, and let's see here. Runs into a pyro, gets the pyro. Gonna go out, oh, bully the medic. didn't get him. Took him down to, well, I think he just hit with one rocket. Not the best of conjure. Could have gone a lot better.
But got 1 kill for 1, which is always at least something. Goes aggressive pop once again out of Pipsky. Got the heavy, pushing a little bit more in the back. Don't know what's going on right now. There's a lot of chaos. The Pirate's just pushing him away. Dies for it. But he managed to save his medic from immediate death. So Mark is about to have his 100% Uber. And they're gonna get ready to push in with that.
See Feather moving up with his mini sentries, just slowly turtling forward. It's gonna be capping the card here. Let's see. Oh, Heavy is doing a lot of damage to the soldier. 44 health, barely survives, but the flank is weakened for the defenders. So Heavy has a bit of a sandwich, and they can actually take the map room. This is the map in the room.
If they wanted to push, they would already done it. But it looks like they're really just.
Oh, they get the Heavy.
Back.
They got the Heavy, and they have a full Uber as well.
And Vivisi's about to hit his 100%, and well, there is a response to that, so they won't.
Have they seen the sentry though? Do you know if they have? Do they know where it is? They should know.
There is a sentry.
Yeah, the spy sees it. He's like, "Why is it up there? Why isn't it down here? It used to be down here. What's he doing?" He's just biding his time.
Yeah, pretty much. And he has a rescue ranger, so he can just like zap it and put it somewhere else. Which is always nice to see. And yeah, just Pipsy has all the time. Pipsy has all the time in the world to pop his Uber, whereas Mark needs to start counting the numbers on the timer as he's running. It's running out for them, and there's already a long time on the clock already. And it's in 29 seconds for the third point. It's extremely long.
Holly did take down Evil Witch. That's no sniper for the defenders. He's gonna go up in the window with a Machina Iron charge shot. But yeah, this face, Devil Man. I guess that's his man face. Spotted him and denied him with some nice pipes.
Some headshots going on by the spy. It looks like Prefix just pushing in. Gonna be a late pop out of SMG. Now there it is. Sharing only on the demo and the heavy, so basically this combo, trying to cause some damage as a response to that. Enigma is just jumping in for the medic, but the medic is already all the way in the back. He wants to stay alive. There's a scout on him already. Yabi on a 16 HP gets the kill, only having about 16 HP. Scouts gets the medic, and there's no medic for the attacking team, giving Pipsy a huge advantage and basically a lot more time on the last point.
Yeah, that was a very chaotic kill spree there. If people were dying left and right there, but it looks like the defending team, SMG, they held it together. They didn't even lose their gun, I believe. And the gun, no, they did lose their gun, but the gun is now moved downstairs. So now Prefix is like, all right, it's this time. It's here this time. Now I can sap it. And the Pyro actually leaves it. Oh, but the coordinated attack there with the rocket and the sap, so no gun there. That means they can push in, they can soft push this because attacking team doesn't have an Uber, enemy team doesn't have an Uber in about 5 seconds. So what can they do? Now the enemy team has a full Uber. What do they decide to do?
They're all huddled up together underneath the balcony, and there goes the pop, aggressive pop out of Pipsky, taking out one guy as David. The heavy for Prefix, and there's not going to be anything else. A nice grenade attack from Included just goes in where nobody's watching because of Pipsky giving Mark a full bird advantage and ability to push him to last straight in.
That worked out pretty well. That's a nice baiting, and but they need to get the attack done with this attack, and they lose their heavy right off the bat, courtesy of this sniping man. But he gets taken up by the scout. So now they can stand in the open and stand there as much as they like. Just got to be aware of Twirtle here. Spy, who is also on the flank. So I think as soon as they attack, he's going to go. And yeah, he sees... Oh, he actually went for a headshot on the sniper and gave away his position immediately. So he maybe wants to draw some attention to himself and be like, hey, look at me, I'm over here. You should send a guy to kill me. But nope, they're not going to do that. They're just going to go in, focus on the objective. Oh, but Evil Witch gets the headshot on the demo man there as the Uber wasn't flashed on him. And this Uber is not as effective as they would have liked to be here. Here comes the spy with the 2-kill. A butter knife and a backstab cleans it up, and yeah, it looks like they're stabilizing once again. They didn't even lose their gun that time.
Yeah, it doesn't look too PG for Prefix right now. They had the opportunity, they had the picks, but they lacked, I don't know, just like the soul
we
to
saw
do that.
a Razorback removal. And the spy died, and he goes back and he grabs a new one. We don't really see that in Highlander that often. That spy just like goes and stabs the sniper, removes the
Yeah, because
Razorback.
everyone's just running the Razorback.
Yeah, like imagine if that was a new meta. Like people got so good that like yeah, they just stabbed the Razorback away and then they stabbed you again.
Yeah, but if you have a spawn right next to you, it's not gonna work out. It looks like Prefix has. They're just done waiting. They just want to get that sentry down and the cart pushed up. There goes the force on Pipsqueak. Yeah, they did lose the medic, but you know they just need to put everyone in for that push. And there goes the conch pop on included, trying to do some damage. Sentry eventually kills that soldier. Pipsqueak only on 70 HP, which is not
A bit of
that
a late
much.
sap. Oh, he missed the sap. The spy missed the sap. Okay, there's the sap. And he's like, all right, I sapped it, but the demo. Derp, not derp, but drup, had to retreat there, so that was kind of painful to watch. They're missing the sap. Because the thing is, the sentry doesn't move. It stays there. So you can't be like, hey, the sentry twitched. I missed. Snipers,
I missed.
The snipers can say that. Hey, you moved. That's what I missed.
It's like that bloody freaking netcode, stupid
Yeah,
lag.
stupid netcode making the sentry move.
Yeah.
Actually, the sentry has moved. Speaking of the sentry, it's now on the left-hand side. If you look out from the spawn there, and I think the spiral, which he spots it immediately, so he's gonna know where it is, and it's also too far away from the NG. And what is he gun? I did not know that.
Soldier.
Did you see what he did?
No.
He jumped on the sentry and he's sitting now on the high ground. I've never ever seen anyone do that. But apparently that's the thing. Learn things every day.
Yeah, it looks like still.
Oh, here comes. Oh, he picks it up and the spy is like, well.
Yeah. Screw that plan. I'm just gonna go to the other side, I guess. And there goes the cut pop from neither of the teams. A lot of sharing going on. It looks like SMG is not coming out on top this time.
Work by the soldier too, getting a nice chunk of his teammates there, and almost everybody dead for the red team. This is
including
looking
just killing himself on the medic as well on the staircase. And looks like it's just Perfect just gonna push.
nice.
Him
Mad Milk though. It's not over. It's not over. People on the cart. Oh, but the pyro air blasts. 17
Pyros.
minutes. That's like an episode of How I Met Your Mother. Isn't it?
Wow.
Aren't they like 20 minutes each?
No, I think they're like 40 minutes. No, it's like the modern series are like 40 minutes now because people are like, I'm not gonna wait for like.
Oh, okay. So it's an episode about Big Bang Theory then.
I don't know. Look. It's like an episode of Friends. So remember Friends, like this old series about like 6 friends. It was really cool. I mean,
About sex friends? Yeah, I remember that.
everyone just should watch it if someone didn't. It's a really good show.
Who hasn't
And it's about
watched
like
that
24 minutes each, so it's really nice. There's a huge thing flying around my room, which is really distracting me from the game. But it looks like yeah, Prefix is just gonna hold a little bit to the side of the staircase just to watch the exit of the tunnel. Makes it more vulnerable to some spam coming out of the tunnel and from the left side if you look in the blue spawn, but at the same time it covers more ground. So with sentries is always the same thing. Either you sacrifice some vision for better protection, or you sacrifice protection for some more vision.
So we're gonna see a very early. I'm just gonna call this demo man face. He's gonna jump out. Oh, jumps on the medic. Oh, gets taken up by a rocket mid-air there by the sentry. Put that on your moments of glory.
That was an automated sentry, though.
Glory.
Yeah, it's an automated sentry, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, a lot of people dying for Prefix in the first jump.
Second jump coming in. Oh, he gets the dispenser.
And the medic as well.
Where'd the medic go? I heard the drop. Oh, there he is.
He died. He's collapsed. He's dead. He's flying on the floor, face to the
I
ground.
looked down and then I looked up and the medic was gone. It was like magic. You're like, look at me. Like, look at me, look down, look at me again, your medic's dead. So they're gonna go in
Yeah, it
there
looks
with
like
this
Prefix is
uber...
just gonna push it with the heavy. Heavy's just going to rain some hell on the enemy sentry.
You can see why we have a pyro here.
Pyros are such a stupid class. And
No,
there
we're really
goes-
great at pushing people away. And this gun is taking a lot of damage. Soldier coming in, gets the medic again. Enigmas, yeah, getting the job done. The gun stays up though, and they do have the teleporter, but they don't have like the medic backbone. The cart's moving, so now they kind of have to like divert their attention a bit more. So the sniper comes on the side. Oh, I think he shot the sentry, but the NG went down, rocket launcher, so no NG for the attacker, so that means no more mini-sentries and stuff, but the sniper is on the side there, and the NG is really jumping and hitting control a lot. Don't want to get a headshot at all. Here comes the bomb once again. Oh, medic's in the air, and he craters.
Oh, that's a third jump by Enigmas and the third death.
Yeah. How many times do you have to kill the medic until you realize you need to kill the gun? The gun is what's keeping you. But yeah, mini-sentry versus sentry. And what he's going to do is going to build another mini-sentry immediately and continue to wrangle it.
I think it's like they're so happy with the drop and happy with the medic kill. They're just like go all in, like yeah, just go in. As a call in the mumble, and they just die on the way because there's a still sentry up, and there is a pyro up, and there's a heavy up, and there's a demo up. There's only a medic now. It's just not that much. Just don't have to kill.
Coming in from Royal with cheese, getting the heavy. He was disconnected from the rest of his team. Despite getting the medic this amount of times, they haven't been able to advance all that much. And also, like, I love what David is doing. He's just meat shielding, spending his own overheal to keep the sentry alive. Look how focused they are to getting this gun here. Oh, is it about to fall? Hero wrangle, repair.
Heal wrangle,
They're
repair.
spending so much resource. And then Pyro with the double reflect of a direct hit rocket. Look at this, it's like paintball. What is this game?
Oh! And if it goes down from the sentry, just like spamming randomly, it goes the medic pop of the blue team just trying to single the demo. He just jumps up, and there goes the gun finally. Counter pop from the red team as well, dropping all of the card. I don't know what's going on anymore. There's people dying left and right. There's a lot of red teams trying to just block the card as long as they possibly can, but no, they can't hold the cliff anymore. They need to get out. They know they don't have the people, they don't have the heals, and they do not have the sentry gun to help them out.
Attacker numbers are fairly low though. Save for defenders, only 3 up. Just the respawn wave just hitting right now. But they do have the heavy medic combo in the front, so that's going to help them out quite a lot there. And a slight uber advantage for the defenders, but nothing too significant. And I don't think, yeah, Icy Feather, he's just, yeah, he's not even going to bother with the roof. That roof is gone. It's just a minor little task force here, trying to defend, but yeah, they're being bullied out of there. And yeah. Oh, they actually got drop as well. Man face, getting drop. The demo.
Drop. He dropped the drop, and there goes another guy for Prefix. That's Banter, just a scout and a spy as well.
Holly
So just
feeling
people.
the pressure. Can't really get the headshots on the medic, and now Evil Witch is going to take the high ground.
Yeah, the Ubers are right now equal. I don't know what happened to the advantage like Mart had, but it's gone right now.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, that advantage is like if the one medic doesn't build properly, it's gone. It's like that insignificant. So Manface in the front here finally gets Uber this time. Counter Uber as well. Prefix here just body blocking him and saying like, you can't pass because I'm fat and invulnerable and I have a minigun, so you should run away. And oh, he's doing so much damage. Look at all this work coming out of David, but he gets taken out. This medic leaves, and both medics haven't spent the Uber, and now slight advantage for the attackers, but nothing too major. Very, very subtle difference there. Banjo gets taken out. Manface back in the action.
Oh, spam coming in that little doorway here.
Wow. They are just turning up the heat now. The aggression is just crazy. Cart's moving forward. Scout gets obliterated. And we're seeing the aggression that they should have had all game long. Like, the blue team is just constantly poking and prodding. They want to cap this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, Pixie had 100% Uber, and they're gonna pop right now, trying to save as much as possible. There goes the soldier trying to distract them, and nice kill on David.
So what does the
heavy for the red
demo
team
do now? He just is going to go upstairs. Oh, but there's a sniper dot! The dispenser doesn't actually do anything there because he can just jump over the railing. And oh, here comes the scout though, pressuring the demo.
Can he kill him? Can he kill him? You know, either one of them, but no, looks like demo is still alive, only on 50 HP, took down the gun, or the gun was zapped. And that's all they wanted. All they need to do right now is just push the card to the third point. But no, there's Prefix team just still holding a still saying no. You cannot pass. This point is ours. You know, all your bases are belong to us.
Yeah, and I'm just being told by a lovely bird that Manface is Tippy. But I think Manface is better.
It's just Manface. I mean,
yeah.
that's his nickname here, so we're just gonna call him that.
Call him Manface. Like, if you give us unpronounceable names, we're just gonna make something up, and you keep it forever.
Yes.
So next game, like if they advance to the like further in the finals, be like, oh yeah, this is Tippy. I mean, Manface. Oh, but the bomb! Oh, reflected there by Disorder. by the border. The Pyro, nice work there. Cart's not being capped, but they have like an ocean of time, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's still a lot of time. As I said before, you can just, you know, kind of take a bit off, just go to the toilet, you know, get something to drink, and just come back, and you still have enough time. And there goes a kill on Mark. Evil Witch's body shots and no regrets going, and there goes the pop out of coming out of Pepsi, just going in. They know that the red team doesn't have players. Gotta cap the point, and maybe even cap the last. As a result of that, there's still not enough respawns. The medic is down, the heavy's down for another 10 seconds.
Oh, but the Holly on the body shot on Pipsqueak there. Gets the kill. Secures some Uber advantage for Mark here, but that's not a guarantee. Oh, but Mark takes a hit. I think that's a spy. I thought I heard an ambassador. Yeah, it was a spy. He wants the medic dead, and oh, Holly gets taken up by Evil Witch there.
Yeah, Mark has a slight advantage here, but it's not that significant. Heavy goes down eventually. Nice spam coming out of a man face. Just going out all with the sticks here, getting some spam on him, but he's being healed by the medic. Pipsy just decided to go out peek and give more heals as a spy on the man face. Not gonna do anything. Royale with cheese just backing out right now, and there's a whole blue team just going in. They know, just bolster the wall. We need that cap. We don't want to wait any longer. Well, it's already been 2 rounds. We just want that last cap now.
Heavy having a bit of a sandwich, getting ready here. Both teams are about to have 100% Uber. It's all in the court of the attackers. Manface is just respawning. And, oh, they lost their sniper. So sniper advantage. But there are, no, both snipers are dead actually. They did lose their scout. Oh, but the blue heavy is disconnected. Oh, very little health there. He's going to run into a guy with 3 rockets, and that's included middle here. Back on the Beggar's Bazooka.
And there's a pop out of the blue team just going in. They have all the time in the world to push this, going some spam on the sentry as well. The engineer's being pushed back, not enough help to keep it up, but sentry's still up nevertheless. Getting some major heat on it.
Doing some cleanup crew. Did get the medic and did get a scout. That is some nice cap power gone, of course. Oh, but the dart pipe from Manface here gets taken up by a headshot right in the face. Holly here in a good spot. Oh, but the cheeky scorch shot there knocks him out of position. Nice usage of that unlock by the Order by the border, and the cart's really close and starting to look pretty grim here for the red team.
Yeah, this is the stage of the game where the blue medic should just pick a quick fix and just spawn the cart, where no one can blast you off and you have so much shield you just don't care. Nice kill by Evil Witch on Holly, so no sniper for the defending team. It's gonna give a lot of ground for attackers. SMGs are looking to push in right now as the spy creeping behind it, but Biggsy is still on that medigun. Heady goes down eventually. David just peeking out and gets killed by Nigmas, who's of course as usual doing some major work. Jumps in with the Beggar's Bazooka, looking to get one more medic kill. Cleaning up the cart right now.
He's pretty low on health. But Pipsqueak actually died to another Beggar's Bazooka man, namely this guy here, included middle here, killing him off camera. And Mark here with the Uber, only sliver of health left, survives and do their best to secure this point.
Still going on. I mean, red team is still defending the point. Prefix is just doing some really good job at doing this. And yeah, SMG had the momentum going, but they just lagged. They just threw players on the point. Still have 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. It's a lot of time for basically anyone. And they'll have a lot more chances to push the last point in time.
Steaks coming in, or pipes rather, from Manface, trying to get something done. Doesn't really connect as well as he'd hoped for. Does get something done. The gun is down as well. They're pushing this. Oh, this is starting to look like their cap. Yeah, this is definitely their cap. Only 2 up here. It's David, and Drop needs to hit master level stakes, but doesn't happen. And SMG takes the first map. After 1 hour and 50 minutes on Badwater.
Oh my god. I love Badwater as it is, but sometimes too much Badwater is not good for the map itself. And now we're moving on to Upward, which is another payload map. And, you know, judging by the performance of both teams, like, it can go either way, but you have to have in mind that SMG's team, you know, Sick Marmalade, Grandpa, did have some major issues in the beginning. especially after Prefix kept the first point of the match. So definitely, probably influenced their game in some way. But yeah, SMG managed to just kind of recover and cap 2 points in succession. So now we're going to upward. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. Upward. Another payload map with a very hard to push last.
Oh yeah. I mean, it depends actually, because if the defending team managed to get a hold of the windows, of the whole area in the windows, it's really hard to push, especially if they have the advantage. But if you manage to just eradicate them out of there, if you have a sniper on the track, you can just like kill off people who try to get there. You can have a spy who is constantly just sitting there waiting for kills, so it's not that easy to get back in there as a defending team once you get killed. So definitely just something to work on if you want to push last, but obviously those teams are gonna take this into account when they're gonna push.
So in case you're just tuning in, Sick Marmalade Grandpa currently up 1 map in this best of 3. It's match points for them. Prefix feeling the pressure. They gotta win this map if they want to advance further in these final stages of the Highlander Open. I was actually pretty surprised. I did not expect to see this level of play in the Highlander Open, so this was a nice surprise for me to see that.
As I said, we could possibly be looking at some upcoming stars in Highlander scene, a scene that has been slowly receding. I don't want to say that it's kind of dead, because it's definitely not dead, but we've been losing some stars recently. I mean, a lot of players just decided they don't want to play. Like, for example, European medic like Below doesn't want to play anymore. Alex, you know, the legendary heavy, used to play for SNSD. He's not playing anymore for a long time. And we're just kind of slowly losing players, and it would be really nice to see some new, fresh blood coming in, the top plays, and, you know, definitely just bringing some more strategy and play styles and everything. And always nice to see some switcheroos.
Yeah. But even though, like you said, we lose some, but I think we gain more. There's like more players now. And the thing about Highlander is that people are like, oh yeah, SNS was like the best team and stuff like that. Yeah, but that was a while ago and the game has changed. So what was best back then isn't the best now. Like, the level is really high and there's a lot less separating the better teams.
Yeah, definitely. And it's...
What is...
I'd like to...
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'd
like to
black.
I like to compare Highlander or any game to Phoenix, you know, a mythical creature that, you know, dies to be reborn stronger and better and fresh and new. It's basically what it is. It's gonna die for a little while, and it's just gonna be bad, and then it's gonna be very, very good.
Well, it's all about the community, you know? You don't get good plays unless you have good people. I have to restart my TF2 client because OBS didn't want to show it, and my FPS dropped down to 5. Which is like a slideshow, and I don't think you want to watch Highlander Open on Tumblr, picture by picture, and like some GIF playing in the background. So let's see if it works this time. But yeah, Highlander Open is definitely like a good effort, because there's always like a big disconnect between the people who play pub and the people who play Highlander and sixes and competitive and stuff like that. And the biggest problem is that people don't know about it. Like, if you, let's say you never read TeamFortress2.com, you never read that site, you're not part of any community, you just, there we go, we have visual now, yay. Well, you're just like, you just play your pubs, you play, and you've been playing for a long time, and you're actually pretty good, but all you do is play pub, but then someone's like, there's competitive TF2, it's like, I never heard of that. And it's like, really hard to get into, so I think like this, stuff like this, like getting like a league that's dedicated to be like, oh yeah, everybody who joins is going to be around my level. Because I think like there's like this fair element of being afraid that people are going to be really much better than you. Because people react to loss and defeat very differently. I relish in defeat because it means like you have room to improve and you can like kind of critique yourself. And there's people who get very angry and they throw things at the screen when they lose.
And just destroy everything, you need to pay more for replacements.
Yeah.
Like I never could understand people that just like throw controllers on the floor on the
Dude,
on the
I
wall.
had a friend who had broken like 3 PS3 controllers playing like Call of Duty because he got so angry. He was kind of strong too, so he kind of just smashed his controllers. He like grabbed each handle and just
why?
twisted them. No, because he was angry because some kid killed him,
Yeah,
and he was
it's
mad.
your property. I mean, you're mad at a guy who is technically not existing because he's virtual, and you get mad at virtual stuff as that doesn't give you anything, and just break your real life stuff. They have to later pay for it because you don't have a replacement. It's stupid. You should not be doing that.
Also,
You
when
should just
I
take
worked
some pills.
at a computer store, and there's like a guy that came in like once a month and bought 6 keyboards of the cheapest kind every month. Because he would just break it. He would play CS, like CS 1.6, and he was kind of like a really like buff dude. And he would just smash his keyboards. Like every time he died an unfair death, he would just like hit his keyboard really hard. And in a month, he would have broken 6 keyboards. It's crazy. But he had a lot of money and a lot of anger, so I guess it worked out. It was good business for us at least.
People wouldn't be making cheap keyboards if there weren't people who are buying them just to smash them, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I buy them.
So it's like business works out, I guess. People like a mechanical keyboard that costs like $200 and just like smash it on the floor, and you're gonna cry because it costs you $200 and it's $200 just lying in parts. And when you smash a keyboard that costs you $5, then you're like, well, man, that's $5. Might as well just like buy an ice cream
and smash
and a
that
bag
in
of
someone's
chips.
face.
And that's
Or you can go and smash someone else's keyboard.
Or smash some, yeah.
Like you're so angry, like, damn, I lost. And then you go like knock on your roommate's door, and he's like, yeah, what's up? And you'll be like, hey, can I use your computer for a second? And you're like, he's like, okay, but you have a computer. You go in and you go like, gosh darn it, and you just run in and you just smash his keyboard. He's like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, I was angry, thank you. And then you leave, and then he wasn't really your roommate. That was a fun story. What a story, GPS.
What a story, GPS. It was really amusing to listen to.
Great, prosperous
so well done.
story. Prosperous story, yeah.
Prosperous. But yeah, it's just, you know, I don't know. It's Highlander Open. I mean, this is the whole thing that tried to show people that Highlander is definitely not dead and it's actually really.
Why do people consider it's dead? People are playing it right now, and we're commentating it. It's not dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and like a lot of people are watching it, so why would you really complain about that?
It's like the whole idea of getting into it because it's organized. TF2 is very much designed around just drop in, drop out kind of thing. And when you play Highlander, you have to. There's 18 people involved if there's no casters, and somebody might have a mom that might request some laundry being folded, or somebody have like a dinner or something, or like a girlfriend who's like, hey, spend time with me, I need your attention, and you're just like, I can't. Or maybe it's a boyfriend who's like, I really want your attention, you're like, I'm busy shooting people in the head with this rifle, give me some time. And there's always like this stuff that happens around the game, and it's always like with other competitive formats too. It's like the more people you have involved, the harder it gets, and Highlander is 9v9, and that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of computers, and a lot of potential stuff to go wrong. So that's also something to do. And we also have like the lobbies. We have the TF2 Center, which is not it's not the experience what it was designed to be. Right? It was designed to be like a drop in, drop out kind of, like you go in, you play a competitive game, and then you go out. Right? That was kind of the idea. But the people are the people that
made it more serious.
Yeah, like people don't take it seriously. And you're like supposed to join a mumble, and it's like all automated, and it actually puts you in a mumble with the team you're supposed to be with, and gives you the right tag, and you can see who else is on the team, and you talk with them and coordinate. But people don't do that. They sit and talk to their mom on Skype while they play a lobby and don't communicate with their team. And you're sitting there, and you're like, I really want to have this competitive experience, but I don't have a team, and I want to like do this, but I can't because there's like these stupids who keep using the servers wrong.
Stupids.
Yeah, the stupids. That's what they're called. The stupids.
The stupids. Oh my god. Yeah, but I got the message from Pipsqueak that they're about to start, so we're gonna see some Highlander going in the next. So
Fun fact: if you're on fire and use the base jumper, you don't fall.
Fun fact: if you have a base jumper in journal, you just don't take any full damage.
And a journal?
You can just in a journal, like in a journal. Yes, in a journal. If you have a base jumper in the journal, you don't take full damage.
The book?
Yes, the book. In general. That's what I meant. But it looks like we started.
The diary?
Yes, the diary. The
I need to use the diary then, because it
Yes.
doesn't say.
the dairy, like the milk products and stuff, right?
The one Enigmas is using, right?
Yes, definitely.
Why don't you take full
And-
damage from a book?
I don't know, because it cushions the blow.
Or it says like, all you have to do is like right before you land, just lift your legs, and you won't take any fall damage. Anyway, let's take a look at the sentry spots for the NG here. Fairly standard so far. Bit unorthodox spot for the dispenser, but it's gonna work too, I guess. Gun just finishing
doesn't
up.
matter, like-
Do we have man face here? Prefix in the red, SMG in the blue. Does he have a caber? Nope. He is also using the regular grenade launcher, so. But he does have 2 sticks ready to go, so he is gonna be able to jump fairly soon. So let's see, we got a laser man. Enigmas using the righteous bison.
And with the jump as well, Manface just going in huge, putting some sticks down, and it's not enough. Scout just goes in, Banjo. Nope, I'm not having any of that shit.
And that scout got taken out as well.
So he didn't give any shit, and then he got shit himself.
Yeah, you like that word. Anyway, we have a spy on the side. Jump coming in again from Manface. He's shooting some sticks. He has been spotted. Soldier's gonna go pressure him. Included middle does take him out. And let's see. Oh, there's a bunch of players down here. Yeah, they haven't even spent the Ruber yet. Let's see. Yeah, Pipsqueak is just inside the spawn. And people are taking a lot of damage. So they haven't gotten that much ground, so it seems like a pretty strong defense out of a Prefix already. Let's see.
There goes a soldier with a sentry buster. Dies eventually to some sticks from Drow. That was Enigmas, who actually switched from his regular loadout to a dagger. There goes a pop as well, very early pop coming out of
Sap coming in as
SMG.
well. A bit of a misfocus there. The gun, yeah, finally goes down. Not too sure what Manface was focused on there, but it wasn't the gun. They lose their medic. Red medic stays alive, but they have moved the cart forward, and that's kind of like what it's all about. The gun is gone as well, so that means flanks are gonna go. And speaking of going, the red medic had to go to the respawn locker because he took X amount of rockets from Enigmas' Beggar's Bazooka, because he's back on that gun now.
Yeah, and now he's just gonna respawn, and it's gonna take some time as well. Blue team is just gonna push the card. The sentry is still on the first point. It's probably gonna get built up on the second.
Oh, wow. Royal with cheese there, getting denied by the pyro. The spicicle melting in his hand, and you can't stab a heavy with wet hands. You need the spicicle or a knife for that stuff.
Wow, you don't say, GPS. The more you know.
Or you know.
Yeah, it looks like there's some early aggression coming out of SMG once again. They want those first 3 points capped as soon as possible, and they have the advantage going. They also have the player advantage as someone dropped from the Prefix. The medic goes down by Evil Witch, so they have all the time and all the players in the world to
Enigma's
push on
here.
this.
He's gonna get the gun here. Uber on him. Beggar's Bazooka. This is so scary. And he's gonna whip him. Get him, yeah. Grabbing
Whip him.
ammo. Only 2 up for the red team, and they need ×3 on the cart. They do have it now. They have the NG and the sniper and the spy, but you normally just want engineer and scout on that cart, and the rest just kind of move ahead and secure the front here. Polly gets taken out here, and Enigmas here is chasing the medic and eventually kills him. And they just need to hold his position. Nice crit flare there by Inkit Zero. Gets the medic as well. Pipsqueak going down.
I don't know what's going on. I mean, they were the blue offense was a little bit far forward for where the cart was, and what they want to do is just push the cart at the same time as the combo is pushing it. That's not what was happening. As just Pipsy was just all the way in the front with the demo and kind of stranded. So 2 people against 9 is no way to go.
Spy
And
falls off the map, courtesy of a Pyro's Air Blast. And the cart is moving forward, only ×1. Gotta want to have that ×3. And in these marked areas, that's where the cart goes backwards. But yeah, they did manage to get it up there. They're just moving. No Uber for either team now. Soldier, oh, he's so weak, he gets launched off. Pyro's on the side, and they're looking to... They can actually cover a lot of ground with this. The gun's only level 2. And they've seen this now, and the engineer is really whacking it for all it's worth. Oh, look at the red spy. Oh, well, he gets spotted immediately, and yeah.
Just wanted to say that's what she said. Engineer's whacking in for all it's good.
Good
But there's a lot of blue people actually dying in the little corridor, or elbow as people call it. There's only Enigmas there just putting some nice spam with the rocket and Beggar's Bazooka launcher. And yeah, Pepsi has 100% Uber, but Marks has almost. And the exchange is going to be almost equal unless Pepsi loses all of his teammates, which he does. There's no one else to pop on. There goes the force coming out of the soldier, included did his job, buying his team a lot of time after his early aggression coming out of SMG.
Drop still in the front here, doing some work. Also, Banjo picking up some kills. That's a good chunk of overheal too. So yeah, any spots and enigmas here. He's been doing so much work. Here goes for a bomb. Sees the medic. Oh, gets the force. Nice work there. And now they need to keep their own medic alive. Oh, Demo gets stabbed. Oh, well, with the Uber Saw. If the medic could get some Uber Saw onto this spy, that would have been great. But he decides to back off. Not taking any damage, but we have a soldier and he's on a medic hunt. And he wants him dead so badly. Spends one rocket on the Mini. The Mini completes. And he gets taken out by a bazooka rocket.
This is a good thing.
A bazooker.
For beggars. As Heavy Rainy tried to do something on his own, but it just got cleaned up by a scout. Yeah, and Pepsi has almost 100% Uber advantage. Well, 100 Uber, 50% Uber advantage. That's what I was supposed to say. And if they want to push, they should do it right now with this whole, advantage that they have, because otherwise it's just gonna be wasted. And right now, the demo man, the man face, is not getting his kills back. But Mark is slowly completing his 100. We're gonna possibly see another exchange fairly soon.
Taking quite an amount of time here to get in position. I think, yeah, Mark's gonna have an Uber by the time the Uber comes in here. Red Pyro is all the way in the back, and he needs to be with the combo. Demo jumping in here, spending some pipes on the bomb, does get taken out by that Wrangler. They did get the point, so they do have forward spawn, so they did get something with this Uber, so that's nice. And that forward spawn is going to help out immensely to just put on some more constant pressure. We have a Pyro versus Pyro battle here on the side, and neither wins because they just air blast each other away.
That's what I was always thinking when playing Highlander. Is just as soon as long as you completed your objective, the amount of kills or deaths doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as you just keep pushing
like
the card and people keep dying in your team, it's still fine. And that's what the SMG is doing.
Ollie and Dup takes out Man Face. Gets taken out. And the teleporter actually goes backwards for some reason for the blue team. Gotta be sure not to take that one. Art doesn't move all that much. I think the STV also stereo and stereo audio is messed up. I hear things on the left that's not on the left. It's actually right there.
Maybe your headphones are kind of screwing up, and there's a spy trying to stab either the medic or the demo. Missed all the stabs. Kind of fortunate for Rael with cheese, and the sentry eventually goes down thanks to the spy for SMG. Looks like they're gonna be able to stabilize after this long exchange. Medic is currently on fire, but he has the Uber, and we're gonna see an Uber pop fairly soon. Not yet though. Medic dies and drops.
What? To who? How?
I think the Pyro and the soldiers kind of like contributed to that death, and there's no Uber for Pipsqueak as of now. Hold his advantage. Gone in a matter of seconds. This whole exchange there should have popped, man. Should have popped.
Yeah, you know what you should have done? You should have popped and not dropped.
I should have popped rather than not, man. I mean, just backseat gaming.
It's like your douchebag teammates. It was like it was like Captain Hindsight.
Yeah, as I said, backseat gaming is a thing. It's just like, you should have popped, man. Should have popped. But yeah, the card is still rolling. As I said, they don't care. They drop the Uber. They don't care. Just gonna keep that card rolling in, and as long as it hits the last point, they're fine with all the deaths. And there's some spam coming out of the demo, and it's heavy.
Face landed some really crucial sticks there. Oh look! Oh, demo, heavy, scout, medic, sniper, all dead. The dispensary is down as well. So this NG, like if they just keep shooting at this sentry, it will fall. But some nice work here by Inkdoom, actually taking down Enigmas there, preventing that spam. He does get taken out himself. Rainy here could go and pressure the cart all by himself, but he's not doing that. The gun actually falls, so if he would have just gone on the cart there, he would have pushed it. So a bit of a misread on the situation there.
That's what they're gonna do. I mean, a lot of people down for the red team. They're currently bleeding players, and SMG is just stacking the card. They won this card. Wow, I just saw a nice drop stab by the red spy. Definitely Royale Cheese just using his advantages. And this whole offense is crumbling slowly as the Pirates, who is definitely OP and only an HD HP, managed to push everyone off. But there goes Enigmas. Yeah, I know he can do the job. I know he can just like sit on the cart. He's currently being spammed. Not a lot of health. No, he cannot do it. I put trust in him. He did not deliver. The cart is still dangerously close to the last point. There's currently a lot of spam coming on. 4 people up for the red team, just getting their respawns up. As just raining down hell on the red team, putting some damage and pushing the cart at the same time as the scout blocking the cart in the last moment. There's some sticks put up, people flying left and right, still only 4 people up for the red team. 2 scouts is battling each other on the cart. Heavy goes down. Oh,
Spy's
so
battling
close.
the medic. Scout, the people are dead. Oh, there's... Oh,
Only 2 people have the scout, the medic, and the soldier jumping on the cart.
the
The cart is
hero
so
defense
close.
clutch.
They're
People are
so
just...
close. The demo is up now, spamming the cart with all his might. The heavy's not gonna budge. And there goes the cap. Just under 10 minutes is the final timer for the first round. Whew.
So yeah, let's take a look at the points here. Seems to be actually favoring the ones that defended first. That's unusual. So looking just it seems like Prefix is a bit stronger on this map. Look at rocket launcher, 28 points as engineer. Yeah, that's cap points. Durr. That's just caps and teleports and stuff. No. That's what we call excuses for why you didn't get more points.
Same as like medic. Oh, medic's such an easy class. He only gets points for like healing and shit.
Well, you get a point
Stupid.
for doing X amount of damage on various people, so it's like the reverse of that. So let's see, do we have any shenanigans loadouts? Let's see, does he have... No! Drop with the shoes and the sticky launcher and the bottle. Whip for the soldier, and he is currently using regular rocket launcher and gunboats. So let's see, gonna watch the Evil Witch here as he watches. Oh, we're gonna have a sniper battle right off the door. And Holly won. So sniper down, that's kind of a big deal on defense there.
Yeah,
Means that they can just run out like really quickly and not be afraid of getting killed by anything but the spy. And already, look at Royale, which he's already around. He's gonna go and shut down that teleporter. That's what he's gonna do. Actually, he's not. He was just kidding. He's just hanging out up here. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Stab! Sap! Oh! But nice save there, but with the maul from the Pyro there, rescuing the gun. But this gun is fairly weak. It doesn't have a lot of health. Pyro can't repair it.
Which is a shame. Yes,
Yeah.
he should.
Yeah,
It'd be
because
really
that'd be
OP.
fair.
Yeah.
Could you imagine,
But,
like,
yeah, just
1 engineer and, like, 6 Pyros?
whacking 1 gun.
Yeah.
I would like to see something like that. I mean, come on, that'll make it happen. Anyways, Prefix is just like going in, all balls to the wall, still have the Uber ready to go, but it looks like SMG's not gonna
Oh,
let
buff
that point
banner on
off.
defense! That is
Something
really
that you
rare.
don't- Yeah.
Doing the mini crits. Not getting a whole lot with it though. It's just 1 kill for a demo.
Still,
there.
it's kind of scary to play against. I mean, the mini crits is
Yeah.
still quite dangerous. There goes the first pop of this round. The other teams and only share on the heavy, whereas blue team has to share heavily. You see what I did with some word puns and but cards still being pushed. Nevertheless,
What?
all the chaos.
Pipsqueak killed the Pyro that tried to air blast him off the point. He has no Uber to speak of though, but he does stay alive. And he's gonna hang around this dispenser. And we have a really strange sentry spot. I've seen this before, but never really seen it work because it does, like, the cart's going below and it doesn't cover the cart where it's at. But I think he's gonna move it eventually. I mean, the spy is stealing health and cloak from the dispenser. And there we go. That's the danger of that. Just the sap, and then the NG's not even gonna bother. He's just gonna go back and rebuild another life next to the spawn.
And yeah, looks like I'm just gonna stabilize on the second point. You know, the usual hold. It's not that bad to hold there. It's still a good spot, but as long as you have the balcony window, if you lose that position and you don't have anyone there looking, then it's gonna be really hard for them. Speaking of looking, Holly looked through this scope and killed off Evil Witch, a new sniper to speak out for the defending team. And currently they're bleeding players and losing some exchanges here, and Mario is having his real advantage up. He's gonna pop as soon as they enter that area where the sentry is currently holding. Yep, they're going in the window right now with the demo. We're gonna pop straight off the bat. The demo just goes flying in the air. Medic catches him again, and it's counter pop as well. Sentry goes down, eventually. And yeah, looks like Red Team is just gonna push them back a little bit, but there's no sentry to speak of.
Yeah,
There's
only a
always nothing
dispenser
good to
left.
see.
The Heavy's doing a lot of damage. Rainy doing the work, along with Enigmas with a good solid 19 health. And the Heavy throws him a sandwich. What a good guy. What a great. What a great.
Sure
That's like the new one. You have
a great.
You have dummies, no stupids, and greats.
Stupid. What a great.
Are you a stupid or are you a great?
You should probably make like a dictionary.
Make that
out
a
of
shirt.
the word. What is those stupids? Okay.
So
Yeah, just some
on the side.
yeah, just some exchanges going on. Some nice pipes coming out of the man face. Just putting us some nice damage on the cart right now. This is Enigmas, only a 60 HP, but he doesn't care. He just wants to be an annoyance. And looks like he's succeeding in that. It's not headshot on by Holy on the scout. It's always so hard to hit that little head. He managed to do that himself. And yeah, just about Uber's about equal. The sentry is still up, so definitely is going to be hard for the attackers to push in, unless they drop the medic. Only 4 people down for Red Team though. As a nice exchange, the sap has been put on the sentry, and there goes the
Very well
counter-pop.
executed there. That was a nice timing. They did lose their scout though. That's important capping power. Then now they need to assign an additional guy to have that cart ×3. Doesn't seem to be a problem at the moment to have that. But oh, who's up top here? Oh, he fired his bazooka load a bit early. Let's see if Enigmas has to. No, he's just gonna back off. He's not gonna contest. Yeah, he's gonna help fortify the defense. Oh, very forward level 2 sentry here. What is this?
I actually seen that a couple of times, and I did it with my team as well, and it's actually working surprisingly well. As the unusual spot, as I said, if you catch the enemy team off guard, some surprise spots, then it's as good as.
I'm just afraid that would happen.
Well.
Like the spy would sap and then the soldier shoots it with the rockets.
It doesn't matter though, because the engineer has a dispenser up, and he's just
Oh,
putting
is it
another
level
one.
3?
Yeah.
No, I don't see.
He's just gonna, he's just gonna put another one up. Doesn't matter.
Well, these engineers should be kind of stingy on the dispensers. They don't want to share the wealth.
Share their wealth.
Yeah, the dispenser.
The heavies are like, you know, compensating for this training sandwiches, but the BGs are like, no dispenser for you. For all those times on pubs, and people kept nagging me for a dispenser. There's no dispenser for you now.
Should be a voice command for putting a sandwich here.
Just put the sandwich here.
So now we have a bit of downtime. Both teams have Uber, so we're just waiting for the blue team to kind of like. They're the ones that has to do all the work, get all the positioning. They're coming in with a very early Uber. Red Pyro on the spot where he needs to be, doing some bottle kill here, coming out of drop, killing Enigmas. The cart is also pretty close. And what is this positioning? People are just.
I don't know if you caught that on camera, but there was a huge air pipe by the man face on this jumping soldier. Had his medic on the iron sides, but no, man face just said, no, I'm just going with that fucking air pipe there, and just goes ham on him. It's amazing.
Scout's pushing the cart. Sniper is watching. He has to be careful. Yeah, he peeks for like a moment and gets headshotted immediately. And yeah, Scouts on the spies on the cart here as well. I do think he's been given away. Yeah, the engineer definitely knows. There's another spy up here, but he gets taken up by Joppy. He was on a 3-kill streak as a scout on defense. You really got to be mobile and utilize that speed if you want to be a good scout on defense, because there's it's kind of hard. There's a lot of bombs and grenades flying all over the place.
Yeah, definitely, and the SMG is still holding it quite convincingly. There's only 3 minutes to go.
I haven't seen it. Like.
Check. There's none.
There isn't what, like. Let's play find the dispenser and not watch the action. Yeah, finally he builds it. No, it's.
Yeah, after all this time, he had like 5 minutes to put up this dispenser. He did not do it. And there's a scout coming behind and trying to get the medic. Gets a force out. It's quite surprising considering it was a dispenser. I mean, there was no dispenser. There's only a sentry up. And of course, giving Margit full Uber advantage over Pepsi as of now. And looks like they're gonna push straight in. There goes the pop. Heavy just starts laughing. He knows he's in deep. Well, shit. And there goes a nice pump on the sentry. No dispenser to support it. So there you go. Should have built that dispenser, bro.
Prefix can push in now. Time's ticking away. They're feeling the pressure. Not that much time left. Oh, but the trap from Manface here. Almost got the others as well. Soldier coming in here. Included middle. Wow, they just cleaned up house there. And the gun is just being rebuilt here. Some rockets from included middle. Yeah, takes it out, denies that. Makes the engineer spend a lot of metal on pretty much nothing. And they're starting to get this crazy momentum going now. It's going to be very hard to stop. Yeah, look at this. Included middle shuts down the NG once again. And takes out a scout for good measure. And he has the conjure, because now he's going to be able to heal while he heals. But not, he doesn't have a black box, so it's not totally cool. But he's going to go and heal himself up using a sniper. So great use of the unlocks there.
And still, a lot of people from the red team are bleeding as Uber pop on the
They
card
just need
just
to
to
cap
make
the
sure.
card. They've been so good at killing them, but they haven't been capping. And yeah, with a minute left to go, this is going to be pretty hard to stop. Oh, but the backstab!
Ooh.
Spy up to a 4K.
Very much needed in that moment as Blue
What?
team is just crumbling thanks to that. And look at this, the Spy actually managed to save the team at point,
Clutch
which is really
stabs.
good. Clutch stabs indeed, and it's you know, I hate spies, but for the fractions like that, I actually love them, especially if they're on my team. Managed to save SMG at the point basically with this, as they were crumbling all the time, and now they managed to solidify into some sort of defense.
Both
Still
soldiers
out of
kill each
position,
other down below, so neither team has a soldier at the moment. And yeah, Rocket Launcher has actually been able to build up a level 2 here. Does he have a dispenser in the stairs? No, he does not. So that means it's fair bullying for a spy to go up there and do some stuff.
And just people just throwing themselves on the cart. No, that's not what you should be doing, as again, it's backseat gaming for me. You should be probably just trying to push as a team, not just keep suiciding players. And it looks like Prefix is just losing players right now. Prefix is just popping just to be sure. And only 15 seconds to go. Heavy's still up on the top area. Marsh is gonna get his Uber up fairly soon. Looks like he's gonna pop it as soon as he gets it. Yeah, that's the Uber. It's not enough though to push it, and looks like SMG is just gonna get the cap 1-0 on upward.
And
Adding up.
1 point away from winning everything, actually. So all the pressure on Prefix right now. Yeah, like I thought Prefix could take it, but they just didn't push the cart. Like they killed them and they kept their numbers low, but they had nobody on the cart. Which
brings us to the topic I talked about before. As long as you keep capping stuff, it doesn't matter if you die or not. And that's what SMG did, and that's what Prefix did not.
yeah. So it bit them in the butts. They were a bunch of non-cappers. You gotta be a capper.
Bunch of stupids.
Or a kappa even. Twitch jet. So yeah. Waiting for the last round to start. Scores? Not that different actually. Pretty close still. There's like not a huge variation there. But we can see like Enigma's doing a ton of work. Fortunately we don't have access to stats because the update breaks everything.
Pretty much.
Kind of like it's kind of like you make like this nice little handkerchief, and then you use the handkerchief and you keep it clean, and then Val comes, hey, can I use the handkerchief? And you go, yeah, and then just like blow like a kilo worth of snot in it, and they're like, thank you, here you go. And it's like, I can't use this now, I gotta clean it, maybe make a new one. It's kind of like what it is. That's a good analogy.
Very good, very tasty as well. My God.
Are you the kind of guy that like if people talk about like disgusting stuff, like you barf and you go like, ugh, if people are like,
no, I'm just laughing at people who just do that in the public. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I don't mind if disgusting stuff happens when I'm eating. I'm just gonna continue eating. I don't care.
yeah.
I wanna eat.
Yeah, I'm not that way either. Like I never gag or anything, but there's just like some people who do, and they're so funny.
Ladies, it's like I never gag or anything. Ladies, or actually, gentlemen.
What are you talking about?
You'll see soon enough. You'll see soon enough.
So currently the heavy for SMG is missing again. Isn't it the same guy has been having trouble all evening?
Rainy, yeah. I've been told by Pussy that he had some FPS problems and
yeah, even I had FPS problems suddenly. Suddenly TF2 was like, now I'm gonna sit at 5 frames per second and the people on the stream are not gonna be allowed to see anything. Because we fixed stuff in the update. I'm just really looking forward to Source 2, man. I think like a lot of the updates that come now is kind of like warm up for Source 2, and hopefully TF2 will be able to fully utilize all of our graphics and CPUs.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. It's
But
just,
when you are in free roam, do you not hear that the sound is all over the place?
I actually don't. I mean, it's a known bug that the sound just stuck to one.
No, it's
guy.
not like it's stuck to one. It's just like it's not properly from where it's at. Like it doesn't sound like it's in front of me. It sounds like it's really close when it's further away. But that might just be the Source TV
Perception.
deciding to be like, this is your perception now.
So we're gonna confuse the hell out of you. I remember when once I was like, it was like a long time ago, but I was playing like an FPS, like a CSGO or something, and I heard something coming from the left side. I naturally turned to the left to like kind of counter it. And I see a guy just shooting me in the back. I'm like, hey, what happened? Why did he come from the right? And I realized my headphones are backwards, so maybe that's
yeah.
what happened to you.
No.
No? Yeah, you have your headphones
Like
right?
if I don't put my headset on the right way, it feels wrong. Let me check. Wait. Yeah, I have it on the right way. I just want to make sure.
I made you doubting yourself.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. I'm so proud of myself right now.
I like your
Would not
laugh is
believe-
just so genuine. I did that on purpose, and you're just like, I totally fooled you. But here we go.
Totally...
No,
Yeah,
pause.
No? Fooled you. I was just checking your attention, right?
Oh, look at the shine on
Ew.
the grizzled veteran thing for the blue sniper. If you go on the third-person view, it changes. It transitions like the silver and gold, and something in between, and blue, yellow.
That looks nice.
It's a nice shine.
It has a fair amount of like detail into it. I mean, you can clearly read all the letters, no matter how close you are. This is why I love Valve. They just like put a lot of detail in like stupid stuff like that, and then you see,
there's
like
a
for
lot
example,
there's a lot of hidden jokes that people probably haven't found yet. Like some smart.
like
smart
for example, you know the like the headset for all classes, like the virtual reality headset, and it has game over and inside of it, like where the Merc's eyes are. Like people found it quite late, and it's amazing that there's stuff put like that. But it was obviously put by a.
What do you mean? Like
item
the
maker.
eyes? What?
Yeah, you know this virtual reality headset that
Oh,
all
yeah.
classes can have,
Yeah.
and on the inside there's like a game over sign.
Oh yeah. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought you meant the
so-
eyes of the players, because
No,
they
no.
like you can tell if someone is a spy or not depending on what way they're looking. If they don't look at you, they're a spy or something. There's like this tiny little detail. Because if there's one thing I do when I check for spies, is that I look at their eyes. I definitely don't go pyro and try setting them on fire. That's for scrubs. Look at their eyes. Then you
Yeah.
can argue that hats are OP if you're wearing sunglasses. You're like, damn, how did he know? But actually, it's your own teammates. It's your own team sabotaging. I don't know. Anyway,
Whatever you
the
say.
pause is over. The reason for the pause was that Prefix dropped a player, and their NG was stuck in a loadout, so he couldn't change.
Mission begins in 60
But hopefully that has been fixed now. Teams have
We
been
hopefully
switched.
will see no more pauses because we already
Prefix.
seen like 3 matches worth of them today.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, definitely.
Hitting the
Looks
2
like-
hours and 30-minute mark.
begins in 60 seconds.
They lost the 2 players, actually. They lost their spy and their NG. But like it's currently setup time. Oh, and the spy, actually, sorry. Spy and their NG. Actually, it doesn't matter that much in setup time. Because in the blue team, there's not much to do except for the medic to build Uber. Let's take a look at...
Yeah, it's just like what you do is just like stick your medigun onto your engineer, you sit in one place, alt tab, browse the internet, come back in like 40 seconds, and just like you can play then.
Yeah. But it looks like, yeah, they're 8 on both teams. So
Yeah,
maybe there's
probably
some
something, yes.
gentleman agreement that in case they're both missing players, they can both be 8 because it's still fair in that way.
Mission begins in
Kinda.
10 seconds.
Yes, someone playing for the other team that happened before, especially in Prem when
3,
actual My Heavy played
Oh,
for
actually,
the
I
other
think
team
this is
and
back
they
now, so
won.
now it's 9 versus 8 versus 9.
But yeah, gates are down and people are out, and let's see what the blue team can do. Blue team, of course, being Prefix, defending SMG. It's a match point currently for Prefix and SMG. If SMG wins, then that's the game point for them. And they advance to the stage.
Prefix is definitely feeling the pressure. Down a map and down a point. And they have to set the time that SMG has to beat in order to win. So they need to set a really, really solid time
5 minutes left in the mission.
if they want to win. So, they still haven't spent the Uber. Deep Square hasn't been forced yet. Pretty standard. Hasn't really been any casualties. Both teams are full now. They have older players. Doesn't really matter all that much in this early stage. Let's see, Pyro tries to go in the front and get a lock on something.
It's a fairly standard defense here, as Teleport has been sapped though. And
Yeah.
there's no reinforcements coming from the back anytime soon using the
Oh,
teleporter.
here's the spy too. Takes down Evil Witch with a headshot from the Ambassador. And he's gonna go for a stab sap. Yeah, I guess a sap. Uber coming in. Soldier on the flank side doing a lot of work with the gun. In the meantime, Uber popped for the defensive side. They did lose the gun. And they got... Oh, dude, they got the gun and a force, and they kept their own medic alive. That's great news for Prefix. Now they just need to
Definitely.
capitalize on this before the gun gets rebuilt. Let's see, where's the NG? Oh, he's building here, in the spot that he gets blown up immediately. But it might work. You never know. Except not really, because he got stabbed by the spy. And the gun is still... No, just kidding. The gun's just been sapped, so yeah, there you go.
Don't be testing me again. Medic is slowly building his Uber up in Bipsweek, and Mark is 100% Uber worth, and you're gonna go with that whole Uber worth and just go and pop in their faces, crush some of them. Maybe some of them will run away. We don't know yet,
this
but
is
yeah,
a
looks
dream, maybe like a dream enhancing or dream crushing Uber. If they can get it
I
right.
don't know.
Oh, but look at the sticks though. There's a lot of sticks there. Have they been spotted? I think they've been spotted. Yeah,
Ooh, I
they've
think,
definitely seen those sticks. Oh, the dude gets launched, but not too far. Nice air blasting here by the Pyro, disconnecting the demo from really doing anything.
Yeah, and it's just kind of chaos. I mean, Prefix says all the time in the world they had the advantage, and the players just kind of push to the second point. That's what they're doing right now. There's not much defense coming out of SMG as of now. They do have the advantage, and they may be able to stabilize on the third point. Depends. Some people dying. That's Evil Witch dying to drop sticks.
Rainy here taking a lot of damage, gonna run away. Because if you thought you run faster by holding a knife in CSGO, if you hold a bread, you run faster in TF2. If you're a fat Russian guy.
There's a lot of people stacking the cart right now. There's a scout engineer, Pyro, and a sniper. Trying to cause some damage. The heavy is in a good spot as well for the blue team. Prefix just laying down spam on the red team. They're forced to get out a little bit. No dispensation to be seen, although there's a level 1 sentry. There's a jump by the soldier. Body shot, no scope, on included by Evil Witch. And both medics have 100% Uber, so we'll probably be seeing an Uber exchange pretty soon.
Holly with the headshot on the Beggar's Bazooka soldier, Enigmas. And they have a full Uber. They're looking to use this. They need to get something done. They do spot the spy, and getting a spy for free is always nice. Oh, they get the heavy too. He was disconnected from his medic, and the gun gets picked up. Oh, this is huge! This could be pretty scary for SMG right now, but the gun gets taken out by drop, and that was a very nice Uber for them. They got a lot of people, but they didn't get a lot of ground in terms of the cart. The cart's still not capped, but yeah, they're capping the upper area, and they're hoping that the rest of the team doesn't get disconnected. Let's see what is... Oh, Enigmas is down, actually. Yeah, because when they cap the point, this door gets closed and you can't get around, and the gun is only level 1. And this is starting to look pretty scary.
It is not looking too bright for SMG. All their confidence and everything else just crumbled. And Prefix is just pushing on to less than 4 minutes, which is really good time. They have the advantage in Uber, they have the advantage in manpower, and it will take some mighty will to stop them from rolling on to last.
Yeah. I mean, also David is up here. I mean, they did get the stab on the medic. There's a dead icicle over there. So yeah, they do have to set the time. They have a pretty good time though. 4 minutes on the third point. Cart's pretty close. definitely doable. They just need to... Oh, Rainy goes down to a backstab here, courtesy of Royale with cheese. And then they lose their heavy up top, which is unfortunate. So they're not capping, though.
That they're not, and that's what they should be doing. I mean, just chuck some people on the point and hope for it to roll over. But Pepsi has 90% Uber. Mark just started building his, so Pepsi has all the time in the world. Trying to currently get into the window area? No, just like kind of roaming around close to the tracks. They should probably use this downtime to get into the window and just establish some nice positioning. But there goes the pop, aggressive pop out of Pepsi and his team. Trying to get the medic, and the medic is gonna go down to a heavy. Yes, he does. Took a little while, especially with the heavy nerf, but he managed to get the job done. And there's no medic and no, well, majority of the blue team for
seems like the
attackers.
momentum they have kind of fell apart at the end there. Just good news for SMG and terrible news for Prefix there. They had such a good momentum, but they just didn't. They were lacking the last finesse. And now there's a defensive contra coming out of Enigmas here with the Beggar's Bazooka, and this is scary because he just heals himself so much, gets the medic. Lots of damage done here. Finally gets taken out there, but that was a well-spent thing there. Prefix, the heavy, David, man, 12 health. Oh, a sticky trap here on top of the doors. So here comes the scout. Doesn't detonate. Saves those stickies for later. Or maybe this heavy, perhaps. And now the Pyro's like, dude, there's a heavy! He's gonna... eventually...
do something.
Yeah.
They're
just buying time at the moment.
It's good, because he has his 100% Uber. Mark is building his slowly up, but, you know, for the defenders, having the super advantage is always nice, because you can just wait for the other team to push and just pop it whenever you need it. And the time has come right now, as the blue team tried to dry push on the combo, which is originally not a good idea. And this situation that kind of was, as the red team did not have the needed follow-up. Of course, Enigmas trying to cause some damage in the basement with the conch. Didn't quite manage to do anything with it yet. And Pepsi still has a super advantage. Mark died somewhere on the way. We kind of missed that, or I missed that. And yeah, this defense is actually stabilizing. I mean, SMG managed to kind of like gather themselves together, talk through some strats, and just like sit on the point.
Yeah, but remember I said like this last hold is very hard to cap, easy to defend. Keep your combo up top, keep your medic safe, and it's gonna take a lot of coordination to break this. I did hear a couple of stabs, but that was actually
that was 9-inch Twirtle just going for the heavy and the medic getting both. So definitely something that they need. I mean, SMG needed in that situation, just even more extending their advantage here.
Yep, doing fairly well for themselves. Let's see, drop here also hurting. They have a dispenser here that's going to help out a little bit. Yeah, defenders have a full Uber again, and they could use it aggressively and just kill the medic, because it doesn't seem like they're that comfortable with just dry pushing, but the gun is actually by itself there. Being wrangled now, and the demo didn't connect that well with the stickies. Is there a dispenser in the stairs? There is, so it's going to be tough for the spy to get up there. That dispenser there and all. What is... Well, we're just... it's just like quiet before blue team gets their... Oh, that was almost a stab from the spy there. Jesus. My heart stopped for a moment. I was just gonna say, like, we're just waiting for the blue team to get Uber, and then they're gonna go in. But if the stab would have come, then that wouldn't have happened.
That didn't come though, and looks like we're gonna have an exchange fairly soon. Mark is getting his Uber finally up. Basically, has his 100% for a long while now, just sitting in the corner. Back to the corner.
Here it comes, but there's a pyro here, and the pyros can air blast for days.
There's a lot of sharing coming out of the blue team, not that much from the red, so obviously going to have a slightly better exchange, but not so much, as the spam is too much for the demo and the heavy to handle, and Medic is forced to get out of the situation.
Clean up crew from Enigmas here comes in as the attack is over, has a contra, and he works so well with the Beggar's Bazooka. Look at this, getting ready. Oh, sees another soldier, gonna heal up with every rocket, takes him out in great shape. Greatception. Thing. Oh, going for the Beggar's Bazooka air shots. Those are hard to do.
Alongside
8 kills for Enigmas. He's on patrol.
Beggar's Patrol.
Beggar's Patrol. The others are begging
Yeah.
him to stop. Surviving
But,
with 6 health. Yeah, gets a scout as well. 9 kills, and he has another conch.
Oh
And
my
that
god.
he's gonna go in and he's gonna save it and he's gonna go out and he's gonna kick some more ass. Is what he's
This
gonna
is
do.
bad news for Prefix right now. As just
Great
Enigmas
news
is
for
on a hunt.
SMG. SMG thinks this is great. This is perfect. He's gonna go downstairs as well. Another round. Let's see what he gets this time. Up to 10 kills. Oh, has he missed his match? Yep. Drop. Stopping his 10 kills spree, which means he killed the entire enemy team plus 1. That's 10, you know.
Some nice maths going on.
Yeah. GPS math.
GPS math, high math. But Pepsi is gonna have his Uber up, as same as Mark, so we're gonna have another exchange. As I said, neither of the medics are willing to just push
Very early
and
pop.
drive.
Not sure what that was.
Well, there's a force out from the soldiers. Jumps in, gets a force, jumps out. It goes the Uber for the attackers as well. They're not doing much with it. They're kind of scared off by that defense coming out of SMG, and they do
Enigmas.
have Enigmas.
Oh, has another big
Concha.
Contra. Yeah, he's gonna go and let's see. He needs to fire those rockets, and now he needs to reload. Runs into the pyro just as he's reloading, so not the best timing there. Oh, gets the medic mark. Write a letter home, dude, because you're dead. Notify your next of kin.
God, this is really horrible to have an Enigmas against you, because he's just doing marvels with a Beggar's Bazooka.
Oh yeah, Contra Beggar's Bazooka healing up
And
with
especially,
those.
yeah, especially on this last point with so many narrow corridors, you just
Yeah.
can't really dodge those rockets, and the you know, the degree
was gonna
deviation doesn't really.
I was gonna say in those tight corridors, it's hard to miss with those rockets.
Yeah, exactly. Even though if they have a slight deviation in trajectory, it's just really hard to miss.
Yeah.
And there you go. Pipsy has another 100% Uber, then just sitting there comfortably on his ass, just in the corner, you know, kind of safe from spam, safe from snipers, safe from scouts and spies, sitting there healing his team, mostly a heavy and a demo.
Yeah,
Just
if
waiting for.
Prefix wants to take this thing, they gotta push without Uber, because it's just not working for them. Because they're just being so passive, and when you're passive, that's exactly what the opponents want. So waiting for an Uber is exactly what the defenders want. And then you got Enigmas, who just goes in and kills you anyway.
Yeah. Mark is just like kind of running around, just watching behind his back all the time. He knows that Enigmas is on the hunt.
I think
He's
they've
up and running.
also reached the point where stamina and fatigue are starting to affect the players.
You talking about us or about them?
Us and them, especially them, because remember, they have to coordinate a lot more. We're just saying what's going on. And what's going on is that Enigmas gets the force on the medic there and actually survives somehow. Might get taken out by this soldier, though. Nope, he's still alive. Let's see what's going on with this Uber. Counter Uber up top. Yeah, not getting anything done with that forced Uber of theirs. And the Pyro gets taken out as well. So, are they even going to be able to cap? There's 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. This is looking pretty grim for Prefix. They were doing so well. They had like really, like 4:07 on the third point is not a bad time.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it was really good time on Badwater, but now it's just kind of crumbled. And yeah, we're going in a full circle where we started with a fast cap on 3 points and a long last cap, and there you go. Maybe this is the last round. I'm not gonna jinx anything, but it definitely looks that way. I mean, SMG is just holding on the last point like there's nothing else in the world, and doing a great job at it. I mean, Pipsy is constantly alive. He's not getting pressure at all. I mean, people should have probably noticed that he's just constantly holding in the same spot and starts spamming it out, but just no spam coming out of the enemy team and just sitting there the entire time and just healing his teammates.
That's like, once again, the passivity of like less experienced teams. Like they know that the medic is there, but they lack the coordination to do much about it. But it looks like they're finally having a break now. Finally having some success here. Prefix, David, coming up, doing a lot of work here, shooting at the gun. Gonna go into overtime, and they might actually get this cap.
There goes a pop by the medic all by himself just to block it. He gets almost pushed up. There he goes, down the drain. And the car is being pushed 14 minutes and 14 seconds on the timer. A lot of time to push for SMG, and then we could possibly looking at the end of today's match.
Just look at the points of Enigmas. 51.
Jeez. He stopped scoring over everyone, even the other team. I mean, Mark only has 35 points, Pipsy has 40, and those are the medics.
If you add Drup and Mark's score, you go over Enigmas' score. But not by much.
As I said, high math make
HiGPS math. Tune in next
Yeah.
time when we add
stuff.
items.
When we add stuff. Some good math going on, man. It's a good math.
Begins in 30 seconds.
I was really shit at math at school, so I guess that could work. You know, kids learn.
I'm just gonna let you talk.
It's gonna like you talk. You just do the math, okay? I'll do the talking.
Yeah. So currently, point for SMG, they have to beat this 14-14 time, which is probably the longest it takes to cap around here, because it was in the overtime, all time spent
Around
as well.
these parts. Around
Yeah,
these parts.
probably not like the maximum amount of time, because that would mean you'd have overtime on every single point, which we didn't have. But yeah, let's see. Gates are open. Do we have any demo man shenanigans? Yeah, actually, Manface is gonna be jumping into the fray here. Gets taken up by the scout. Doesn't really matter because he's gonna be up again fairly soon. Cardi's moving forward at a ×4 rate. Spy is behind. Gets the stab on the heavy. Misses the stab on the scout rather, thanks to some ice melting capabilities from the pyro. And overall, they're yeah, Cards is moving forward, which is what they need to do. They don't really need to invest all that much. Manface once again in the fray. Jumping in, doesn't get anything, and isn't pushing the cart.
And he caused some distraction, and I managed to allow Evil Witch to take off Hollywood's the sniper for the defenders. And as a result of that, they can just kind of like walk out the spawn with the medic, possibly looking at the push right now. There it goes. Pops have been used on each of the sides. Some flashing going on from the blue team. That means that Uber's gonna wear a little bit sooner than they expected. It still was a good pop out of them.
So much
Heavy goes
rockets.
down.
Oh, the gun goes down there. I think the engine was still alive, but he was disconnected from his gun, so he's gonna go back and have to
And I
rebuild.
think Vinci got like 2 Uber stars on someone as he is.
Enigmas on the buff banner. This can be so scary if he goes with But I guess a buff banner force from the other soldier as he killed Pipsqueak. Now he kind of just has to go and make the most of it. And then the sniper gets sniped. And yeah, not the best of buff
Sniper
banner.
gets sniped, guns keep shooting, and
Everybody
there goes
just
2 people off the cliff.
Bye bye.
See you later in like 10
Enigmas.
seconds.
Unorthodox play here using the original. It's gonna go on the sides and get
Depends how
stabbed.
you of course describe unorthodox, but okay, there's some spam coming out of the demo man.
The original is unorthodox.
Yes.
It's a kind of funny joke there for you.
Yeah.
And write that down in your joke book.
We still have some more, provided the match keeps going on. We still have 1 map going if we manage to get to that point.
Well, that means
But-
that means that we have to sit here for 11 minutes and 56 seconds plus another round.
We'll see.
If that's the case. But oh, the
Yep.
stab sap coming in,
And the
gun
Uber
going
force
down.
as well from the heavy as Uber pop for the red team. Pips is slowly getting his up, and it looks like Mars is just gonna fall back with his team. He knows that he's not gonna get the medic, no matter how hard he tries. There's no gun as well, so we're gonna see a pop out of Pipstick right now. Is a pop,
force.
early pop, yeah,
Yeah.
but kind of forced by the pop as well. I mean, it was gonna happen anyways. There was a heavy already in there, so. Yes, kind of sped up a little bit, but not too much. There's a lot of people down, only 3 people up. It's gonna make it 2. And a lot of
They
people
need
up for
to,
the blue team.
push the cart here. So now they kind of have a choice of how they can do this. They can either spread themselves thin and go forward. Oh, red sniper. Using the Machina, giving away his position immediately. Tries to go for the medic, can't really get the drop on him. And he's forced to retreat. Wow, red medic
Marcus,
and red heavy are really far ahead. David here.
And David's just getting the kills. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't care. Just
Look
walks
at this.
in, you
This
know,
is
gun with
death
his
all-
hand.
Yeah, death all over.
He's just putting a smiley face in the chat. I mean, he knows that he kind of screwed up this situation, but David just used the out of position of SMG here.
They used the out of position secret attack
Yeah,
that only they knew about.
on they knew.
So
Martin's gonna slowly get his Uber up while Pipsy's just building his. And they need his aggression. They still have 10 minutes to push to last, which is a lot of time. But third point is known to be kind of hard to push if you don't have the right people on the right spots, places, and guns.
like having your demo being dead is never a good thing. That was a nice stab by 7.9-inch twirl spy. He also stayed alive, so it was pretty much a free pick.
Oh, there's a spy just bumping into Pipsy. He knows he's there. He's going to whip out his Uber. So now
Gun
he's
gets
just gonna,
picked up and gets moved further back there, so they have a slight moment where there isn't a gun, but now that moment has passed. It's not that much
of a problem, but that's what I was saying before. SMG is just pushing the car. They don't care if they're dying or not. They're just gonna push the car to the point. That's all. It's all that they are aiming for. And there's the Uber Pop as well on the sentry, trying to take it down. Don't care about any other people around. Demo goes down eventually, and the Uber has been shooting on the heavy as well just to save him. Some exchanges going on. A lot of people for the red team are
yeah, but in the
really low
meantime,
health.
Scout gets the cap, and I guess that was like a diversion. Like, look at, they got so much car time from that Uber because everybody was just busy dealing with the Uber, so that's exactly what they wanted. Now they have forward spawns, and that means they can just throw themselves at the enemy. And yeah, the engineer already packing up, and to 70's throw, getting Mark and David. Double combo here, made in ice.
And then 9 minutes to push to last. That's a lot of time. Only engineer up for the red team.
Yeah, it's like,
That's
build
not
a sentry! Oh, darn.
That is a Nigmas, and it's not gonna be a good experience, especially if he has the con shop. Nope.
Nope.
He's not
Included
having
middle
any
is
of
like,
that.
enough of that conjure stuff. Okay, we've had enough.
Had enough. And there's Bisweek with 60 Uber. He's gonna have his Uber ready on as long as he doesn't die. Rainy just like raining hell as well. Just shooting stuff, and this Scout is pushing. I think we'll be looking at the possible end of this round unless there's some magic happening. No, and it's gonna get capped. There you go. 2.0 for SMG on upward, making it 2-0 in total for the 2-match. And granting the next stage for Sick Marmalade Grandpa team, I guess. They're gonna go to the semifinals while we have to say goodbye to the Prefix, who
Yeah.
really put up a fight today.
Yeah, it was even until Prefix ran out of stamina. That's kind of like what happened.
Yeah, they kind of got tired. I can see
Yeah,
that.
so they were kind of getting sloppy. And it seemed like SMG's or Sick Marmalade Grandpa's stamina was just like their skill was even, but they were more consistent over longer periods of time because they've been playing for like almost 3 hours, maybe more if they did like practice scrims or warm-ups. But yeah, any last words?
I just want to say that, thanks as always when I'm casting, just thanks to TF2 Pickup and Whitelist.tf for being awesome.
And you for being awesome for watching this with us. So we'll be covering more Highlander, Open Highlander, the Highlander Open, the Open Highlander. I think I did all the yeah, that one. We will do more of that in the future as it gets closer to finals. So stay tuned for that. I've been HiGPS. With me has been Jake. You've been watching Blackout Gaming TV.